Okay, so Grub Storied Matriarch. Menace, a 2/1. Whenever this creature... Menace, a 2/1, costs 2 and a black. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Grub Storied Matriarch, return up to 1 target goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 red mana. If you do, transform Grub. Grub Notorious Auntie. Did I do something with my hair? No, I didn't. Is it bad? Is it good? How is it? I'm not gonna lie, I thought about cutting my hair today. I thought about cutting my own hair today because it's really long. I've been needing to brush it way too much, and it's been bothering me. It's been bothering me how much I am brushing my hair, and I have not gotten a haircut probably in almost a year, I think. Well, I've gotten a bang trim previously, but I haven't gotten like a body haircut. You know, the rest of the hair. It just looks different. Interesting. Wart Bogart Auntie. I'll also check that. Okay, let's see. Wart Bogart Auntie. But let me finish reading. Grub Notorious Auntie. Okay. Menace. Whenever Grub attacks, you may blight 1. If you do, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of the blighted creature. Except it has at the beginning of the end step sacrifice this token. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 black. If you do, transform Grub. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. And then we have Wart Bogart Auntie, which, okay, this is not a Lorwyn Eclipsed commander, right? That's not Lorwyn Eclipsed. That's just Lorwyn, right? I think that's OG Lorwyn. That looks like an old card. Because, I don't know. Maybe it would still count as building a Lorwyn Eclipsed deck if I'm using an old Lorwyn commander, but I'm including a lot of new Lorwyn Eclipsed cards. Maybe that would still count. And yes, easy solution. Just don't brush your hair. Agreed, yeah. I need to get a haircut at some point. I have not had one in a couple years. Damn, how long's your hair? But let's check this out. Okay. Wart Bogart Auntie, 2, a black, a red. Fear, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may return a target goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. I don't know. I think I want to try this one. I want to try this new commander, just because it hasn't been explored that much. So I think it could be interesting, which I will say will make things harder. Building this goblin deck, the fact that this commander is very new, this will make things harder, but we are going to be a pioneer of Grub Storied Matriarch. Let's build Grub Storied Matriarch / Grub Notorious Auntie. New black-red commander from Lorwyn Eclipsed. Okay. We got Moxfield. There's also Auntie Ool. Oh, there's so many options. Oh, Auntie Ool. I think Auntie Ool. Have I seen this guy? Oh, Auntie Ool. Yes. Yeah, this is... I got this card in the pre-con. Yeah, this one's in the pre-con. I think... I'm gonna do Grub. I'm gonna do Grub just because I'm like, the green, I'm not gonna bother with it right now. And I think, maybe I could look into upgrading the precon, the Blight Curse precon, which I did play with once and I did win one game. I won because everybody attacked each other and that's how 2 players got killed off. And then I won with Tree of Perdition plus pinging someone for 1 damage when one of my creatures died. But those are good options. I think this is our guy though. Grub Storied Matriarch. New deck. Name. Grub Goblins. Grub Storied Matriarch. Notorious Auntie. Alrighty. Let's see it. Grub reminds me of League. Wait, like League of Legends? My hair is maybe 6 or so inches above my waist. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty long. Thinking about where my hair is. Like, yeah. It's good like there. Okay. Here we are. This card is not legal in this deck because it hasn't been officially been released yet. Okay, but we're building early. We're building early, okay? So I think the easiest way to start is to think about some staple red cards, some staple black cards, some staple commander cards in general that we can add to this. And then from there we will think, okay, let's look at Lorwyn Eclipsed cards, and then let's look at Lorwyn cards from the old set. That's our boy. Hello, Deftest. Hi, hope you're doing well too. We are building a black-red goblin deck. And yeah, let's start messing around. She is good. Grub is neat. She is good at fueling the goblin attendance sheet. I like that. Okay, so, well, let's start off looking at Grub's command, because that quite literally has, what does this say? Wait a minute. Huh. Did we downgrade to... I'm sorry, I get so distracted by text sometimes. Oh, because it's high speed. Interesting. Okay, I got a message that said I've used 80% of my 50 gigabytes of high speed hotspot data. And I was like, what? I thought I had unlimited data, but I realized that you have 50 gigabytes of high speed data, and then you have unlimited data that's not the high speed. Okay, I think that's because, how about a mountain? Yeah, we could put a mountain in this deck. That's a great idea. You're brilliant for that. Let me just, I just hope it doesn't shut down stream. Let me check this video that I'm uploading real quick. I'm like, part of me doesn't want to pause the upload, but also part of me is just like, okay, let's see. We'll find out. Guys, I just switched my video uploading on my laptop back to the Wi-Fi in this house. If stream gets buggy, let me know. I will stop the upload. I don't know if my internet can handle this, but we'll find out. I was just worried about using all of the data because it doesn't reset till the 26th. Oopsies. Hope my sister's mad. I didn't use all of it. It's only up to 80%, but I think I've just been on the go recently uploading stuff on data, and maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay. Vandal Blast is usually the first card I add to any red deck. What is Vandal Blast again? Vandal Blast. Destroy target artifact you don't control and overload. You know what? Okay, we'll start with a Vandal Blast. Yeah. Okay. Valdeca, hi, hello. And Andres, let's actually put a pin in it. I will add those. Let's add all of those actually after looking at Lorwyn Eclipsed, because I'm actually really excited to look at the black-red goblins and Lorwyn Eclipsed mechanically, because I've looked at all the Lorwyn Eclipsed cards art, but I haven't actually read the text, frankly. I'm a very art first person, I think. But now I'm like, okay, it's time to deck build, time to look at mechanics. Let's check it out. Grub's command, 3 black and a red. A sorcery, choose 2, create a token that's a copy of target goblin creature you control. Creatures target player controls get +1/+1 and haste till end of turn. Destroy target artifact or creature. Target player mills 5 cards and puts each goblin card milled this way into their hand. I mean, it's Grub's command. It's Grub's command, and we're building a Grub deck, so like, we should probably put it in there. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I pulled this art, guys. I pulled it, and I love it so much. I love that art. So for the sake of using that art, chef's kiss. My cam is freezing for like a second at a time. Sometimes. Shit. Maybe I'll just fucking I'm turning off the Wi-Fi on my computer. It's fine. I'm turning that off because I should know. I really thought I started uploading it at like, I feel like 3 o'clock or 3:30. Okay, let me know if it gets better now or if it keeps doing that. Hopefully I didn't just fuck up stream. Hopefully I didn't just fuck. Wait, why is this back on Wi-Fi now? Shit. Fuck. I tried. I should have just left it on data. Shoulda. Okay, it's better. Is it better? I just turned off the Wi-Fi on my laptop. And I hope I didn't mess up stream and make it too buggy. Just eat all the data, commit to it all, and just be like, yeah, sorry, sister, I used all the data because I was uploading a YouTube video. My bad. No cursing? Okay, easy peasy. We're not playing a hard game right now. I can do that. Easy peasy. So far, so good. Okay, good. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, 1 second. I'm furiously texting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just also... Okay. Okay. There we go. Stream. We're good. We're back. I'm no longer trying to upload and stream at the same time. We're so good. We added Grub's command. We have 3 cards in this deck. Huge. Okay, a creature, an oaf. That's not a goblin. Eclipsed Bogart. That's a goblin. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Oh yeah. I think it seems like with Grub Storied Matriarch, the fact that we'll be recasting goblins, and then can I flip this? We're recasting goblins and getting creatures to enter the battlefield again as a token copy. It seems like ETBs with goblins will be important for this. ETBs or death triggers. So, when this creature enters, I think is a good thing to see on goblins. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a goblin, swamp, or mountain card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. Yep. That's going in. Eclipsed Bogart. Ooh, that's some... fuck. Guys, I love the Lorwyn Eclipsed art so much. I love it so much. Look at that silly little guy. And look at this pretty art. I love the hues of it. I love like that it's kind of desaturated here. And it's just, God, I haven't pulled that art yet, but I love that. Okay, Chaos Spewer, a Goblin Warlock, 2, and a black or a red. When this creature enters, you may pay 2. If you don't, blight 2. It's a 5/4. Yeah, let's do it. Chaos Spewer. I think any goblin with an ETB right now, or a death trigger, I think honestly we could toss in. Bogart Cursecrafter. Death Touch. Whenever another goblin you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Bogart Cursecrafter. Yeah, I think we're just adding all the Lorwyn Eclipsed goblins at this point. Also, I stole the idea of the goblin attendant sheep from the hound. Oh, okay. That a mauled hound, right? That's the hound. I feel like once I hear about someone, I start like seeing them in my sphere more and more. Because like mauled hound was mentioned on stream here by, and then I saw that mauled hound was on Pack It Up again. And then I'm like, it's like, what is it? The frequency bias or something like that? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah, and I guess stuff that maybe... What else would be good in this deck? And ETBs, death triggers, and maybe... things that deal with attacking. Things that buff attacking stuff. Yeah. Since that's all about attacking. Terminate. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Maybe? There's probably better removal in black and red, probably. I don't know. The Scorpion God. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, draw a card. I don't know if the Scorpion God would be good in this goblin deck. Because, like, how much will we be blighting? I mean, I guess probably, maybe a lot if we get to blight a lot with Grub Notorious Auntie, because I can blight 1 with Grub. So yeah, I guess the Scorpion, yeah, let's put the Scorpion God in. Let's put the Scorpion God in, yeah. Doomblade is better? I remember Doomblade. The Scorpion God. The Scorpion. The Scorpion. The Scorpion God. Yes, fine. Let me close these. These aren't needed anymore. Wait. Or is this what I was looking at? Or did I close the wrong tab? Was it that? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's the window I was looking at. I got confused. Okay, an elemental knight. Flying, wither, creatures your opponents control with counters on them can't attack or block. I mean, that's interesting. Because if then I put the -1/-1 counters on my opponent's creatures, Kolroth Knight could work. It could. But I'm also, you know, how many non-goblins do we want in the black-red goblin deck is the thing. How many of those do we want? I don't know. Everlasting Torment. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. All damage is dealt as though its source had Wither. A source with Wither deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. Everlasting Torment. Everlasting Torment. Blight means your creatures only, though. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Ryan. We'll reconsider this when we're cutting cards. Hi, Tina. Hi, chat. Hello, Shadows. Hi. Do you want to play on... What is that? What is that app? What? I have never heard of that. Aren't there mono black and red Bogarts? Yes, I think so. Yes, yeah. I think I'm still searching only for black and red right now. So yes, that's a really good reminder because I didn't even remember that I was still sorting by black and red only. If we're going to do Gobbo Kindred Chronicle of Victory, seems like a must. Okay. I'm gonna Chronicle of Victory. Oh, Lorwyn Eclipsed, yeah. As Chronicle of Victory enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +2/+2 and have first strike and trample. Huge. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, draw a card. Okay. Cool. It's a free program where we can use spoilers. Oh, neat. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I think, I don't know. I think the set will be out soon enough. We're probably, because I think the Lorwyn Eclipsed online pre-release is soon. So I'll probably do that soon. And maybe. We'll see. I don't know. He has a bit where he says the goblin player's weapon. Wait, who? Oh, Hound. He has a bit where he says the goblin player's weapon is not the goblin. The goblin player's weapon is the attendance sheet. That's silly. Next Tuesday for Arena, I think, but streamer event this Wednesday. That's what it is. Okay, yes. So I will be doing the streamer event this Wednesday. Yes. And Pathosaurus Rex, hello. We're goblin deck building, but it's black and red. Okay. Everlasting Torment, cool. And then Fire Covenant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, pay X life. Fire Covenant deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. Downing this water. Okay, so that is it from Lorwyn Eclipsed. Black, red, multicolor. But then, yes, just like we will sort by black Bogart and then by red Bogart. We'll find all the Bogarts. This oaf, I don't know. Do we want this oaf in? Shadow Urchin? Whenever this creature attacks, blight 1. Whenever a creature you control with 1 or more counters on it dies, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Until your next end step, you may play those cards. Maybe. Maybe. I'm so inclined to put every black-red card from Lorwyn Eclipsed in the deck. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so now advanced search again. We're gonna look red. We're gonna look goblin. We're gonna look at goblins, black specifically, and then we're gonna search. Yeah, we're gonna order this by release date. See the most? Here we go. Here we go. Could sort by commander color. Oh, that's how you do it. You're brilliant. You're fucking brilliant. You're brilliant, Dan J. Goddamn. Okay, black, red. And then I search goblin. And then we'll search for general black red without the goblin so we can find like Lorwyn Eclipsed, sorceries, instants, whatever kind of thing. But let's find the goblins first, because it's a goblin deck, guys. It's a goblin deck. A Jeskai deck. Ooh, okay. If you want, you can drop it in the Discord, !Discord, and we could probably take a look at it on stream. There's like a Magic the Gathering channel. I should probably make, at this point I do so much Magic the Gathering that I need to make multiple Magic the Gathering channels and specify like deck list channel, general Magic the Gathering talk channel, and have all that kind of a thing. I will post the video in Discord. It's a short one. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I mean, messages getting disjointed and conversations getting disjointed, I think is just a part of streaming based on the delay, based on lots of people, you know, talking at the same time. Like, makes sense. Okay, and then we're sorting by release date. Let's see. Okay, we already have Grub's Command. Eclipse Bogart, Chaos Spewer, Bogart, Curse Crafter. Okay, here's the mono red. 1 in a red. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may blight 1. When you do, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Sure. Sure. I'm not being very picky with what goes in this deck right now. We're just adding all of these Lorwyn Eclipsed goblins. Sting Slinger. 2 in a red. You can pay 1 in a red and tap it to blight 1. This creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. Sting Slinger. Sting Slinger. And thank you, Dan J. Thank you. I will. Yeah, I am brilliant. Yeah. Sourbread Auntie. I fucking love the aunties. When this creature enters, you may blight 2. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. Sourbread Auntie. I don't know. Sourbread Auntie. Oh, I have to remember what I was thinking about ETBs and death triggers. I mean, that's because that's an ETB right there. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may blight 1. If you do, create a treasure token. Scuzzback Scrounger. Okay. So a lot of these goblins have some blight 1 shenanigans going on. A lot of them have that. Hexing Squelcher. I mean, duh. Of course. Gosh, do I have it on deck right here? I'm wondering if I have, I want to show it real quick. I got a Hexing Squelcher. Guys. Let me find it. He's here somewhere, I promise. He's here. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Hexing Squelcher. Where do you squelch off to today? Hexing Squelcher. I'm just gonna keep saying it till I summon him. Hexing Squelcher. Hexing Squelcher. Okay. Check it out. Yeah, this is the non-foil, but it's the Fable Frame Hexing Squelcher. One of my best pulls, guys. I don't know if you can see it or if there's too much glare going on here. But we got the Hexing Squelcher. He's squelching. He about to squelch. Shadows, I'm an ambassador for Lorwyn Eclipsed. And you can watch on my YouTube channel which I think I have that linked here on Twitch, in like my bio or something. You can watch my collector booster box opening, and I'm posting another tonight. Okay. Hexing Squelcher. Gristle Glutton. Tap to blight 1, discard a card if you do draw a card. Gristle Glutton. I'm adding all these. I'm adding all of these. I'm adding it all. Goblins. Lorwyn Eclipsed Goblins. Elder Auntie. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 black and red goblin creature token. ETB, we like to see it. Elder Auntie. This is the Auntie deck. Bone Club Berserker. Meeches, hi! We're building a black-red goblin deck for Lorwyn Eclipsed. Bone Club Berserker. This creature gets +2 for each other goblin you control. Holy shit. Give this guy trample. Bone Club Berserker. Berserker. This guy with the artifact. That one artifact. Okay, and I'll get to the Discord later. Taster of Wares. We're at the black. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hand. Where X is the number of goblins you control, you choose one of those cards. That player exiles it. If an instant or sorcery card is exiled this way, you may cast it for as long as you control this creature, and mana of any type can be used. Taster of Wares. Let's taste some wares. Taste her wares? I hardly know her. Fuck. Okay. Taster wares? I need to stop swearing so much. Now that I'm an ambassador, guys, I need to stop swearing, right? Because I need to be like brand friendly or something. Just training. What's up? What's up? Building a black bread goblin deck for Lorwyn. Wretched Wretch. When this creature dies, we like death triggers. If it had a -1/-1 counter on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control, and it loses all abilities. Wretched Wretch. Wretched Wretch. Did I misspell that? No, it's loading. Okay. Mud Button Curse Tosser. As an additional cost to cast this spell, behold a goblin or pay 2. This creature can't block. When this creature dies, destroy target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. Huh. Okay, yeah. Mud Button Curse Tosser. Mud Button Curse Tosser. Isn't it so crazy that the goblins in a set have such synergy with each other? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I could totally cosplay Luna Snow. I would totally do that, yeah. I want to get back to playing Marvel Rivals. I really liked playing Marvel Rivals. I really liked it. Heirloom Auntie. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control dies, surveil 1. Then remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Heirloom Auntie. Oh, we got Grub's command. Oh, we got it. We got it. Gut Splitter Gang. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may blight 2. If you don't, you lose 3 life. Sheesh. But he's a 6/6 for 4. Okay. Gut Splitter Gang. Gut Splitter. Gut Splitter. Gang. Grub Storied Matriarch, you're our commander. Champion of the Weird. That's going in just because I like the name. For 4. As an additional cost to cast this spell, behold a goblin and exile it. Pay 1 life and blight 2. Target opponent blights 2. Activate only as a sorcery. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. It's a 5/5. Champion of the Weird. Champion of the Weird. Yes. God, yes. Bogart Prankster. Whenever you attack, target attacking goblin you control gets +1 until end of turn. Okay. I guess. I don't know how I feel about that one. Bogart. That's probably my least favorite goblin that I've read so far. Can anyone get... I mean, I get that it's a 2-drop. But I think this is my least favorite goblin I've read so far. Because it's only one goblin that gets +1. I don't know. Am I wrong, guys? Or is this the weakest goblin we've read so far? Gambit is so fun. Gambit. Or wait. Was there a thing that said Gambit? Where it had Gambit in the name? Are we talking about a card, Gambit? I don't know. Bogart Mischief. 2 and a black. Ooh, Enchantment Goblin. Kindred Enchantment. When this enchantment enters, you may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. Whenever a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. That's great. That's great. Bogart Mischief. Who's your favy goblin in chat? My favorite goblin in chat. Are you saying that everyone in chat's a goblin? Or are you saying, what's my favorite goblin? Because I think right now my favorite goblin, I mean, maybe I'm biased based on the art and how good it is right now, but like Hexing Squelcher, sick. Do I have the Death Touch guy? I don't know what the Death Touch guy is yet. I don't know that I've gotten to him yet. We're gonna get to him, hopefully. Hopefully. Jet Lag and McCracken, hey, good to see you. Welcome back. Building a black-red magic goblin deck. Looking at all the new goblins that Lorwyn Eclipsed has to offer. We do be goblin-like. We do. Maybe that would be fun, maybe, instead of trash can sub badges, they're goblin badges. Goblin emotes! Oh my god. Imagine goblin emotes. Oh, that should be so fun. Okay. Vile Bogart. When this creature dies, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Vile Bogart. Vile Bogart Curse Crafter. Oh, that guy. He has Death Touch? I don't even know if I read that part. Or maybe it just went in and out of my head. Yes, I added that guy. What am I misspelling? Oh, Vial. I'm misspelling. That happens all the time with me. Village Pillagers. Wither, this deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a counter on it dies, you create a tapped treasure token. Village Pillagers, you're going right in. Village Pillagers. Okay. And then we're at Spider-Man. We're not going to take a look at Spider-Man. Now what we're going to do, now we're going to edit our search a little bit because we were searching for Goblin and black-red. Now we're just going to search for black-red in general, and we're going to sort. Oh, wait, am I able to say non-creature? Type artifact is wait, partial type matches. Okay. Enchantment, artifacts, instants, sorceries, yeah, lands, planeswalkers. I think that's perfect. I think that's all we need, and we allow partial type matches, and then we go black, red for commander, and then we'll search. Oops, search with these options. Doesn't Spider-Man fight a goblin though? So right. We need Spider-Man in this. We need Spider-Man in this deck. We need him. Okay, and then we sort by release date. Let's see it. The fuck is this? Why is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles already here? Marvel superheroes? Oh, I guess because these cards were spoiled, but they're not out yet. I guess so. Peanut Butter Feet Party, hey. Great username. It may be because of Not the Brave from Critical Role Campaign 2, but I definitely have a soft spot for goblins lately. That's great. Is Not the Brave, do they play a goblin in that campaign? Because that's so cool, because I feel like so often in D&D, you're killing goblins. You're not playing a goblin. Or is Not the Brave an NPC in that campaign? Is it like their main character? Or like, who is Not the Brave? I'm so curious. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, what does this Eclipsed Realms land do? Choose Elemental, Elf, Fairy, Giant, Goblin, Kithkin, Merfolk, or Treefolk, because Lorwyn Eclipsed is a very kindred type set. Not is Sam Riegel's Goblin character. That's awesome. That kind of makes me want to watch Critical Role Campaign 2. I once played a goblin in D&D named Snacks. Oh my god. I feel like goblins would like snacking. I feel like they would. I don't know much about goblin lore, but I feel like they would. So add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a spell of the chosen type or activate an ability of a source of the chosen type. Yeah, we can add Eclipsed Realms. That sounds good. Eclipsed Realms. Add that to our mana base. Blood Crypt, hell yeah. I don't know whether I pulled a Blood Crypt. I don't quite remember. I think I did. Stalacite Dagger. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter. No, I don't think we need shapeshifter. That's shapeshifter shenanigans. Springleaf Drum. Tap an untapped creature you control. No. Puka's Eye. When this artifact enters, draw a card, then choose a color. This artifact becomes the chosen color. It's a no. Lorwyn goblins absolutely love snacks. Lorwyn goblins are all about trying and sharing new experience. Trying and sharing new snacks. Really. They also just released season 1 of the animated show based on... I haven't watched the D&D shows. I want to watch more D&D stuff. I want to watch the... What is it? The Vox Machina or whatever? Yeah. The animated show based on Campaign 2. That's cool. They will eat weird-looking mud just to find out what it tastes like. That checks out. That they would. Mirror Mind Crowned. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, the first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of equipped creature. Maybe, yeah. There's some goblin tokens. Goblins have tokens. Yeah. Mirror Mind Crown. Perhaps. Yes. Gathering Stone. God, looking through artifacts is my least favorite part. I'm not an artifact person. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Hello. It's so funny. Super Gym Photography. There's a new person in chat, like almost every week, named Super Gym Photography. It's so crazy how new people keep coming in with the same username. That's so crazy. So wild. Gathering Stone 4. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Spells you cast are the chosen type. Cost 1 less to cast when this artifact enters, and at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. Gathering Stone, yeah, that's a kindred card, yeah. Gathering Stone. Okay. Foraging Wicker Maw, a Scarecrow, Surveils 1, mana, whatever, boo, I don't care. Shapeshifter, yeah, whatever, not Shapeshifter deck. Dawnblessed Pennant. You can choose one of these creature types when it enters, including Goblin. Whenever a permanent you control of the chosen type enters, you gain 1 life. Ooh, life gain. Life gain for the Goblin deck? Really? 2, and tapping it, sacrifice this artifact. Return target card of the chosen type from your graveyard to your hand. Dawnblessed Pennant. Let's do it. Dawnblessed. That's crazy that he's following you. That's crazy. The Legend of Vox Machina is based on their first campaign and is almost finished, I think. And then the Mighty 9 is campaign 2. Sick. I want to watch both of those. Okay, Chronicle of Victory. We added that one. We added Grub's Command. Tweeze deals 3 damage to any target. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Soul Immolation. 3 and 2 red. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Blight X. X can't be greater than the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Deals X damage to each opponent and each creature they control. Damn. I don't know if that's good for Commander because that's very targeted against one player. I don't know that I love it. Seer, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Reckless Ransacking, no. Meek Attack, okay. Meek Attack is an enchantment for 2 and a red. 1 in red. You may put a creature card with total power and toughness 5 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh, wow. That creature gains haste at the beginning of the next end step. Sacrifice that creature. Let's add it. Let's add Meek Attack. That's very hasty, very... Run him down. Lasting Tarfire. 1 in a red. At the beginning of each end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, this enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. Maybe. I'll be putting some counters on creatures. Do we get to play with our tiny Cyclops today? Probably not today. We're deck building today, I think. I think I want to finish this Goblin deck and then get a Shapeshifter deck started. And Currently, we are at how many cards in this deck? We're at 36 in the deck, going through all the Lorwyn Eclipsed cards, and then we'll take a peek back at Lorwyn cards. Also look at just goblins in general, red and black commander staples, and toss that all in there. Tiny Cyclops. You know who that is. Fibblethip. That's how you say it, right? The card Exiled Bogart is not very good, but its flavor text actually describes Lorwyn goblins perfectly. Exiled Bogart. Which one is that? Do I have it in here? Oh, well, I don't know if I do. I don't know if I've gotten to him yet. Or maybe I just didn't add him. Well, let's see. Kindle the Inner Flame. 3 in a red. Sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste. No, that's elemental. Impolite Entrance. Creature gains trample and haste till end of turn. Draw a card. I don't know. It's a cantrip. It replaces itself, but is this card? I feel like this card is probably is not for commander, but I don't know. Trample. I don't know. Card draw in red, always good. We'll consider Impolite Entrance. We'll consider it. Ooh, I misspelled that completely. Impolite Entrance. Okay. Goat Nap. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap the creature. Blah, blah, blah. Giant Fall. Choose one. It's a fight spell or destroy target artifact. Feed the Flames. Deals damage to a creature. End Blaze Epiphany. An instant. X and red. End Blaze Epiphany deals X damage to target creature. When that creature dies this turn, exile a number of cards from the top of your library equal to its power. Then choose a card exiled this way. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes in Commander, I don't care too much about removing other people's creatures. Because I'm like, someone else will do it. You know? That's what Commander's for. There's like 2 other people. And then there's the person that's the threat. Hopefully you're not the threat. I don't know. To Terrace, hey. Also, what's up? Collective Inferno. Oh yeah, let's take a look at that. 3 and 2 red. An enchantment. It has Convoke. As this enchantment enters, choose creature type. Double all damage that sources you control of the chosen type would do. Collective Inferno. Let's toss it in there. I misspelled again. As I do. Collective Inferno. Yes. Cinder Strike is, just some damage. I don't care about that. Burning Curiosity. It's just some card exiling to play stuff. Deal damage to a creature. I don't care about that stuff. For Commander, at least. Unbury. Return target creature card from graveyard to hand. Nah, I don't care about that. Because Grub already returned stuff to my hand. Scarblade's Malice. Target creature you control gains death, touch, and lifelink till end of turn. No. Requiting Hex. Destroy target creature. No. Perfect Intimidation. No. Nameless Inversion. No. Okay, Mornsong Aria. This card is interesting. It's 1 and 2 black. An enchantment. Legendary enchantment. Players can't draw cards or gain life. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches their library for a card, puts it into their hand, then shuffles. That card's crazy. Because then everybody else is also just tutoring for like a combo, right? Yeah, Rakdos Goblins. We are doing Rakdos Goblins with the new Grub commander, Grub Storied Matriarch, who flips into Grub Notorious Auntie. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. We're so far we've pretty much just looked at Lorwyn Eclipsed cards, and then we're gonna add like some staple commander cards, some generally good goblins, stuff like that. Yeah. The flavor text on Exiled Bogart is, among the Bogarts, there is only one real rule. All new treasures and experiences must be shared. Those who hoard their gifts commit the one truly unforgivable sin. I like that. I like that. Damn, I need to research Bogarts. I'm so curious about it. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to Terrace to play this deck because I have a very simple Krenko deck. And I love it. I love my mono red goblin deck. But I think, black red goblins, that's a little bit more unique. Yeah. Dose of Dawn-Glow. 4 and a black, instant, return creature to battlefield. I don't care. Darkness Descends, 2/1 counters. No, I don't care. Goblin Lord. Hell yeah, I am. Bog Slither's Embrace. Exile a creature. You know what? Bog Slither's Embrace with the blight counter, since there's a lot of payoffs for blight counters here, that could be nice, but I don't like that it's at sorcery speed. I don't like that it's a sorcery speed. I really like saving for removal for when something big and scary is attacking me. Bogart Mischief. I think I already added this. I think I already added that. Commander removal. Potentially. Spice 8 Rack has a pretty good video about original Lorwyn. It is not goblin specific, but it does talk about them. I'll have to check it out. Bloodline Bidding. 6/2 black, and it has Convoke. Choose a creature type. Return all creature cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cool. That's cool. Bloodline Bidding. Bloodline Bidding. Blight Rot. Nah. Barbed Blood Letter. 1 and a black. Artifact. With Flash. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Wither until end of turn. Okay. I don't know. Auntie's Sentence. 1 and a black. Reveal hand, discard, I don't care. Unclaimed Territory. Okay. Yeah, enters untapped, and you can spend the mana of color for a creature type. Unclaimed Territory, sure. Let's do that. Unclaimed Territory. Territory. Yep. Have you seen his video on the timeline of the Magic World? I have not, but the interesting thing is I play a good amount of Magic. I think. But I don't watch much Magic content. I like long form, at least. Like, I was actually, I was with a friend the other day, and they were like showing me a couple Magic creators, and they were like, oh yeah, this person's really huge. This person, they're also like pretty big. And I'm like, I have not seen them or watched them. And I think it's because they're like mostly long form Magic creators and they don't make that much short form content. Whereas like, I don't know. Mostly I'm like scrolling on like Instagram or something like that. But I'll check it out. I want to watch more video essays about Magic. Learn more about Magic history. Thriving Moor. As it enters, choose color and enters tapped. No, I don't want lands that automatically enter tapped and then there's no way for it to not enter tapped. So we're going to ignore these. Terramorphic Expanse. I don't know. Smoldering Marsh. Unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Smoldering Marsh. Smoldering Marsh. Just get that in there. Riveter's Overlook. When this land enters, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic swamp, mountain, or forest card. Put it on the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. You gain 1 life. Okay. Elemental card. That's for elementals. Path of Ancestry. Maybe Path of Ancestry just for the scrying. Path of Ancestry. Frankly, I'm not gonna lie. Is this just me? Or do y'all forget to scry when it comes to Path of Ancestry? Because I run Path of Ancestry in several of my decks. However, I feel like almost every time I play with it on the battlefield, I forget to scry when I'm casting a creature of the shared identity. I have the attention span of a goblin. I think I do. That's correct. I have a hard time watching actual Magic gameplay videos, but I love Magic analysis and discussion. So true. It's really hard to lock into gameplay videos sometimes because I feel like, they're not always going through reading every card because, like, maybe it's a standard deck that they've run a lot, but it's not like a deck that you've run a lot. And so it's like you don't really know what's going on, but they know what's going on. And so it's like, yeah. I get that. Opal Palace. What is, yeah, okay. 1 and tapping it, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. If you spend this mana to cast your commander, it enters with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it, equal to the number of times it's been cast from the commands in this game. Interesting. Opal Palace. Yeah. Yeah, Opal Palace. Opal Palace. That seems like, fuck, I'm bad at typing. Opal Palace. Opal Palace style. Nesting Grounds. Move a tapping 1. And tapping it, move a counter from target permanent you control onto a second target permanent. Activate only as a sorcery. That could be helpful with the blight counters. Although, wish it was instant speed, but beggars can't be choosers. Bogarts can't be choosers. If near Dreadlands, can add colorless, pay 1 life, add a black, 2 and 2 black, sacrifice a desert. This is a desert. Put 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature and opponent controls. I don't know if I want it. Next 60. Let's see it. Flamekin Village. Elemental. No thanks. Oh, but it can't give a target creature haste until end of turn. But I don't want it to enter tapped. Exotic Orchard. Do y'all fuck with... I need more water, guys. My throat feels dusty. Exotic Orchard. Do y'all fuck with Exotic Orchard? Let me know. I'm getting more water and going to the bathroom real quick. Let me know if you fuck with Exotic Orchard. Okay? Okay. And I'll leave the deck list here to peek at real quick. Cool. What is good? Who is good? Goblins are good. Goblins are good. Exotic, not very needed in 2-color TBH. So true. So true. That's what I was thinking all along. That was a test. That was a test. I already knew it. I'm smart. I already knew it. Yep. Just kidding. I did not. Dragon Skull Summit. This land enters tapped unless you control a swamp or a mountain. I think I could potentially control a swamp or a mountain. Dragon Skull Summit. Let's toss that in there. Let's toss it in there. Canyon Slough? Is that how you say that? It enters tapped. Period. Ancient Ziggurat. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this only to cast a creature spell. I don't like that it doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a colorless option for casting other stuff, and I don't really like that. Okay, Grim, pop it. 7 cost artifact, colorless. Enters with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. Remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Put a -1 counter on another target creature. Felwar Stone. Contagion Clasp. When this artifact enters, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. You can proliferate. Sloth. 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 Commander's Sphere. Chromatic Lantern. Chimil, the Inner Sun. 6-drop artifact. Spells you control can't be countered. Sick. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 5 or less. Cast it without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Sick. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Chimil, the Inner Sun. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it doesn't have any direct synergy with this deck. But I don't know. It wouldn't be bad. I don't know. I don't know, gang. Descendant's Fury. 3 in a red. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice one of them. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card that shows a creature type. Put that card onto the battlefield. Yeah, Descendant's Fury, yeah. Descendant's Fury, that's some... spelling. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny in life? Is that I just feel so stupid sometimes. I feel so incredibly dumb and stupid in very basic ways. Very, very basic ways. And I just don't know if that's because I've been out of school for a while or if I've always been this way and I don't have grades to like stroke my ego anymore. Don't say well. Don't say well to me. Don't. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Clock me. Do yes or no. Poll. Am I stupid? We're going into mod view for that. Let's see. Mod view. Let's see. And then this button. Poll. New poll. Am I stupid? Yes. No. Yes, no. Take a stance. I was gonna put in between options. I was gonna put in between options things that were a bit more like, I don't know, in between, like maybe or only sometimes. But I need you to stand your ground and be honest. Pick a side. Speak your truth. Chain reaction. I don't know. Whatever. Cathartic Reunion. Draw cards. Cathartic Pyre. Damaging cards. Blasphemous Act. I don't know. Blasphemous Act in Goblin deck. Yes or no? Yes? Because, that's a good way to get rid of a lot of big things. But it also gets rid of my big things. But also hopefully, or my non-big things, because the goblins are tiny. But maybe I get death triggers and it's fine. Maybe. Vraska Betrayal's Sting. B act is a must. Okay, it's in. Blasphemous Act. And I spelled it right. Look at that. Sometimes I don't like running board wipe things because I'm like, I want the game to end. But I also get that sometimes you can play a board wipe and it does help you end the game sooner. Yeah. Vraska, Betrayal Sting, Planeswalker, sick. 0 is you draw a card and lose 1 life, proliferate. -2 is target creature becomes a treasure artifact with, it's a treasure artifact creature. -9, if target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. Well, we don't need that. We're not doing poison counters. Persist. Return something with -1/-1 counter. Persist, I'm actually a little... Normally, I feel like I wouldn't care too much. Oh, poll ended. Let's see. Wow. You know what? I like you guys. I like you guys. Not a single person said that I'm stupid. I like you guys. This is a supportive place. People say that Magic the Gathering is a toxic hobby. I have not seen it. It is not. This is a positive, wholesome space. It is. Persist. But like, I'm like, you could bring back something that is a good big guy and still benefit from the -1/-1 count. And persist. I'm curious. I'm curious about it. Maybe it could be good. Persist. Persist. Yeah. Painful Truths. You draw X cards and lose X life for X number of colors. Spend to cast, nah. Draw cards. Ooh, okay. Liliana Death Wielder. 5 and 2 black. +2, put a -1/-1 counter. I like this one, Liliana Death Wielder, because we'll probably have things going to the graveyard and like his -1/-1 counters. I feel like it could be cool. I like having a planeswalker. I like having like one planeswalker, at least one planeswalker in pretty much like every commander deck. I don't know why. Planeswalkers are so cool, guys. They're so cool. Infernal Grasp. 5. It is a little heavy. It is a little heavy, but I like her. I like her. I like Liliana. I like her, but maybe I'll cut her. She'll be on the chopping block. We could always sideboard her. We could always say, is she on the sideboard? Where is my sideboard? How do I look at my sideboard? Oh, there it is. There's my sideboard. We can sideboard her. Incremental Blight, -1 counter on some creatures. Haunting Voyage, choose a creature type, return up to 2 cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it has Portal. Black Sun, Zenith. Secluded Courtyard. 1 mana of any color. Spend that mana only to cast a creature spell of chosen type, activate ability. Secluded Courtyard. Yeah, we can do that. Secluded Courtyard. Nothing wrong with playing a card just because you like it, exactly. And that's how we make this deck, more of a bracket 3 than like a bracket 4. This is how we bring it down. This is how we bring it down to bracket 2, bracket 3, because we're like, oh, we're just playing cards that we like. We're not being like crazy competitive or anything. Command Tower. Gotta add a command tower. Okay. Soul Ring. Okay, and at this point we're just at Lorwyn Eclipsed. Yeah, we're just getting those. We're getting those basics. Getting those basics. Arcane. Signet. Fire Covenant. I think I already looked at that. Yeah. I put Trading Post in every deck. I can even somewhat justify it. Oh, really? Trading Post? What is Trading Post? I forget. Oh, this. Okay, yes. With all the... Honestly, it has a lot of options. Has a lot of flexibility. Could maybe sometimes give you an out. Is this an office supply store? Because all I see are staples. Me looking at a Soul Ring and Arcane Signet on sale. Yeah, it is. Trading Post. Can we justify it in this deck? Discarding cards to gain life, getting a 0/1 goat, returning an artifact from graveyard to hand. I don't know that we can justify it. However, a different type of Trading Post. Black Market Connections. 2 and a black. Enchantment. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, choose 1 or more. Create a treasure token, you lose 1 life. Draw a card, you lose 2 life. Create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling. You lose 3 life. Would that be bad? I feel like this is better for decks that have life gain, right? And so far, there's only 1 card that we have that has life gain. But we could put it in there. We could put it in there. Blowfly infestation. Whenever a creature dies, if it had a -1/-1 counter on it, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. That'd be cool. I guess, maybe. Blowfly. Oh, shit. Blowfly infestation. Shoot. Having life gain does help, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Abundant Countryside. Can add colorless. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. 6. Tap. Create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling. Yeah, Abundant Countryside. I like that. Abundant Countryside. Yep. Wickersmith's tools. Whenever 1 or more -1/-1 counters are put on a creature, put a charge counter on this artifact. You can add 1 mana of any color, and for 5 and tapping it, sacrifice this artifact. Create X. Tap to 2/2 colorless Scarecrow artifact creature tokens. We don't need that. I don't know if we need that, because we would just get a bunch of Scarecrows. Which maybe that's fine, because I guess we'll be getting a lot of -1/-1 counters. Should we put in Wickersmith's tools? Should we put in Wickersmith's tools? I don't really know. I don't know. Sometimes when it comes to decks, I feel my scarcity mindset kind of like activating, where I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to like not add in the card that maybe potentially could be good, so let me add it in because I can always cut more, you know? Wickersmith's tools. Sideboard. Yes. Grave Venerations. When this enchantment enters, you become the monarch. Beginning of your end step. Oh yeah, let's definitely put this in. If you're the monarch, return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Grave Venerations. Let's plop that in there. Grave Venerations. Grave Venerations. Eventide's Shadow. Remove any number of counters from among permanents on the battlefield. You draw cards and lose life equal to the number of counters moved this way. Eventide's Shadow. Maybe? I don't know. That's kind of Eventide's Shadow sideboarding that? I'm thinking sideboarding it. Eventide's Shadow. Where did that go? That was a sorcery sideboard. Aberrant Return. Put creatures from battlefield. They enter with additional -1/-1 counter. A copy of that for my Queen Marchesa deck. Yes. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. Ooh. And if it's a permanent card, you can put it onto the battlefield under your control. Fishing gear. Well, that's Final Fantasy. I don't know if we, I don't know. Okay, so, okay. Let's look at, how do I reset this? How can I get rid of all of this? Travis, what's up? Hello. It's very important that you accept my weekly challenge on Pokemon Go so we can trade Pokemon. Accept your weekly challenge? What is the weekly challenge? Do you mean sending a gift? Or what is the weekly? Wait, Lorwyn original set, Scryfall. Can I look at the set? Okay, this is the original Lorwyn. 301 cards. Sort by color. Let's see it. Oh, wait. Speaking of Pokemon Go, are you going to go tour in February? Maybe. I want to reach out to... last year I went to Pokemon Go tour, but it was because the past 2 years I've actually gone to Pokemon Go tour, but last year I had a free pass, because I was covering it for Polygon, and so I want to reach out to that contact and see if I can get a pass to go, because honestly Pokemon Go tour is a little bit expensive, especially with the add-ons. you know? So I'd like to see if maybe I could get in for free, maybe. And, you know, make videos about it and exchange coverage and all that. But I don't know. I'm probably too small of a creator for them to want to, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. You group up with people and get extra friendship points once a week? Really? I've been so inactive on Pokemon Go. I've been so inactive. But yes, Travis Athen, Travis has gotten into Pokemon Go in the past few months. And how long has it been now, Travis? I feel like it's been a while. Like, I know in Laughing Dragon you were already like pretty high level from it. So, but yeah, hell yeah. Athen is also a friend that plays Pokemon Go. And yeah, Trey's gonna be in town. Exciting. And hello, Alex. You saw me on Ben's Chaos Draft vids. Hell yeah. I was just telling Ben the other day there was like a little premiere thing, or, you know, for the season 2 premiere of Pack It Up. And I was just telling Ben how stream numbers have been like pretty better since doing Pack It Up. So I'm really glad you found me from that. I stream Magic a good amount, Arena, and also, you know, today, deck building for Lorwyn Eclipsed. So yeah, I'm glad you found me. And happy you're here on stream. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Since August. Since August. You've leveled up fast. I'm still at like, with the after the level change, I'm at level 49 now. I am building, but previously I think I was only at level like 39 because everyone got boosted by I think 10 levels or something. I am building Grub Storied Matriarch. We're first building a black-red goblin deck, which involves a lot of blight counters. And yeah, so it's Grub Storied Matriarch, and it flips into Grub Notorious Auntie, which gives a blight 1 when Grub attacks, and it creates a copy of a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of blighted creature. And this Grub Storied Matriarch brings goblins back to my hand. And yeah, goblins. We love, yeah, goblins, right? Because like everybody has a goblin deck or whatever. But how many people have a black-red goblin deck? Maybe a lot after this new set, Lorwyn Eclipsed, but heck, we'll be one of the first. Are there flying goblins? I don't know. If I can find a way to make goblins flying, I'm sure there's some kind of, probably like a colorless artifact that I could toss in to make at least one goblin flying, I'm sure. But I don't know that there's any like actually just flying goblins. I don't recall. Okay. We're looking at the original Lorwyn set cards now. We're looking at the original cards. Bogart Mob. Oh wait. Do I have, let me see. Bogart Mob. What's this? Like, can I click on it? Hello? Whenever a goblin you control deals combat damage to a player, you may champion a goblin. Huh. Oh no, this doesn't look like flying. Oh, but you're suggesting this as adding it in for original Lorwyn. Wart something mother is maybe flying. Maybe. But okay, Bogart Mob is champion a goblin, and it costs 3 and a black. Whenever this comes into play, sacrifice it unless you remove another goblin you control from the game. When this leaves play, that card returns to play. Okay, cool. And you could potentially even, you know, it doesn't say it has to be a non-token, so you could just sack a token, potentially even. Whenever a goblin, or you could sacrifice something that you want to get another ETB from, and get it to leave and then come back. Whenever a goblin you control deals combat damage to a player, you may put a 1/1. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So you basically, yeah, you freaking fling goblins and you make more goblins. Okay, Bogart Mob. Okay, yeah. Bogart Mob. Let's do it. Bogart Mob is in. No, just goblin. You can fling goblins. True. That's how goblins fly. They fling. They get flung. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything in Lorwyn that is worth putting in the deck in today's modern Lorwyn Eclipsed age? Not a Lorwyn card. Oh yeah, definitely. We are definitely at the point where please suggest any non-Lorwyn cards. I think we should definitely go through like a general EDH rec Goblin deck list of just like best Goblin cards. Goblin War Strike. Yeah. Like Impact Tremors. Should we toss like Impact Tremors in here? Impact Tremors probably. Trying to remember red cards. I wish I had my Goblin deck here with me. Impact Tremors. I can't remember shit. Oh, you know one card that I like? I like Dragon Master Outcast because I feel like a really big shortcoming of goblins is not having flying. And normally you can just fling goblins at the flying thing, you know, hopefully like ping them. Like what is that enchantment where like you sacrifice a goblin and it deals 1 damage to any target? What is that called? Is that bombardment? But I kind of like Dragon Master Outcast for that reason, you know. It's actually also in my Arabella deck. Bombardment. Raid bombardment? Goblin bombardment. Oh, not the Spider-Man art. Oh, sacrifice a creature. Oh, it's any creature. Hell yeah. Okay. Goblin bombardment. That's sick. Goblin pile driver. Who dat? Goblin pile driver. Who are they? Protection from blue. It's 1 and a red. Whenever Goblin pile driver attacks, it gets +2 until end of turn for each other attacking goblin. I'll put him in there. What if we just search goblin? We're gonna be over inundated. Some of my favorite goblins. Let's check them out. First I'll get these recs before I lose them. Cavalcade of Calamity. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player planeswalker it's attacking. Nice. Okay. Goblin of Bombardment. Mono red goblins. Okay. Now. We're not doing not just mono red. We're looking for red or black because we got Grub. We got the new Grub card from Lorwyn Eclipsed, which I don't think I've pulled that card actually, so hopefully I pull it in a play booster. We'll see. I'll probably get to I meant to get to opening the play booster box today, but I ran out of time. So hopefully doing that tomorrow. And hopefully we'll pull Grub. But okay, so looking for my favorite goblins. I'm scanning this, looking for my favorite goblins. Because I don't remember their names mostly, but I remember the picture. I remember the art. Isn't Grub in the precon? Oh, you know what? If he's in the precon, I didn't look at the precon deck list. If he's in the precon, then I definitely have one because I have the precon. Okay. Does it feel cute in here to anyone else, or is it just me? I think it's cute in here. I think we're all pretty cute. Okay, this is a goblin that could gain flying. That's cute. And this. Oh yeah, there's goblins that can gain flying till end of turn. Okay, but you can only activate this ability if you control a creature with flying. Okay, let's see. Where are all the goblins that I like? Oh, Brashing Taunter. Is that Brash Taunter? Am I remembering that right? Goblin Chieftain. Haste other goblin creatures you control. Get +1/+1 and have haste. Goblin Cheergen? I don't know how to say that. Could add Cranko. We should add Cranko. It costs 1 red and it's a 0/2. And for 0, sacrifice a goblin to regenerate a target creature. Let's add that. Um, okay. Okay. Oh, a trample. I am interested. Goblin Death Raiders. I would love more trample in this deck. Goblin Sharpshooter. Okay, I gotta look that up. I Brash Taunter. I gotta look it up. Perforos. True. I like Perforos. Okay, okay, we'll get back to this goblin list. I need to get all these cards in before I forget. Perforos. Where is he? Okay, wait, this is the hasty guy, but I'm also thinking of, oh, God of the Forge. Oh, see, I have this, I am not noticing the card. I didn't recognize Perforos God of the Forge because it's the freaking Kefka art. So, when you're saying Perforos, Dodo, do you mean Perforos God of the Forge, the one that pings? Or, honestly, should we do Perforos God of the Forge and Perforos Bronze-Blooded? Probably Perforos God of the Forge, I think. But, Brash Taunter. Brash Taunter. Love that guy. Love that guy. Goblin Sharpshooter. Goblin Sharpshooter. Doesn't untap during untap step. Whenever a creature dies, untap him. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that untap shenanigans. I like that. Mob boss. Crinkle mob boss. Yeah. Crinkle mob boss. We could also add in, there's Cranko 10 Street Kingpin, but I'm not as big of a fan of Cranko 10 Street Kingpin. Let's see. Oh, Vampiric Rites. Did I miss? That's one I missed. Vampiric Rites. For 1 and a black, sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Vampiric Rites. Yeah. Totally. Gain 1 life, draw a card. Yeah, for when we don't have shit to do and we just have like a 1/1 goblin on the field. Yes. Attrition. What is this website for? This is Moxfield, which maybe they should sponsor me. Sponsor, please. I'm gonna send this to them. This is Moxfield. It is a I use it as a deck building site. I don't know if it does other stuff, but yeah, I put all my deck lists on here. I have like a couple of the deck lists that I've had on shows on here, and yeah, I'm adding cards on here, and then we have Scryfall here, over here. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. And so that's what's to go through. This is the Lorwyn cards, sorting by set. And then here we're just searching stuff. So we'll have our like deck list and it sorts by like type of card, which is cool. Which is very cool. Okay, so Vampiric Rites. And then Attrition. 1 and 2 black. Sacrifice a creature, destroy target non-black creature. Let's toss it in there. The one that pings Kyrgen. Oh. That's hard to pronounce. That is hard to pronounce. Okay, back to goblin searching. Because there's a few more goblins that I am like remembering the image and ability of, but I don't quite remember what their name is. So I'm just going to look here instead of looking at EDH Rec because I like looking at all the goblins. Goblin Chain Whirler, 3 red. It deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. That's kind of cool. In case anyone has a lot of 1/1s out there. Maybe Goblin Chain Whirler. I don't know that I've seen him before. Goblin Charbelcher, 4 for 3. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Goblin Charbelcher deals damage equal to the number of non-land cards revealed this way to target creature or player. Nah. Because then it has like the mountain doubling, so it's more so for mono red. Yes, I'm brewing a commander deck. We are brewing a Grub Rakdos black red goblin deck. Rigging Runner. I'll have to look that one up. Rigging Runner. I'm gonna look that up in a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Goblin Diplomats. Each creature attacks this turn if able. I mean, that's a great way to force someone to attack into you. Goblin Diplomats? Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Search your library for an artifact card. Charbelcher is more of a combo card and less of a... right. More or less of a goblin. Makes sense. Yes, I have picked a goblin commander. Let me pull it up. It is this person. Grub. It's loading. Grub Storied Matriarch. 2 and a black. And it also flips into Grub Notorious Auntie. So it's like Grub Notorious Auntie puts blight counters on our stuff and creates a tapped and attacking copy of stuff. So we'll benefit from and it sacrifices at the end step. So we'll benefit from ETBs and death triggers there, attacking triggers too. And yeah, we can return goblins from our graveyard to our hand with the other grub. So it seems pretty versatile. Lots of ways to play it probably. Who else? What other goblins? What other goblins do we have here? I'm looking. There's so many goblin cards in Magic. Would you believe it? Maybe it would be easier to look at EDH Rec instead of going through all of these. Maybe it would be easier. Because this is a lot of fucking goblins. Goblin Lackey. I like Goblin Lackey. Whenever Goblin Lackey deals damage to a player, you may put a goblin permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Cool. This one's... nah. You could give all goblins +2 until end of turn, but there's probably a lot of other things that can give goblins +2 till end of turn. The G in MTG stands for goblins, so real. Don't know if this is on Arena, but Marsh Filter was always a popular goblin token maker. Okay, I'll check that out. I think I am gonna go to EDH Rec because but I love looking at the new goblins because I'm just it's exposing me to goblins that are just less used, and I'm just interested in it, I guess. Oh, Goblin Matron, yeah, we could totally add Goblin Tutor, and what's the other guy? Goblin Recruiter, Goblin Medics. That gives stuff haste. Goblin Offensive. Maybe. Goblin Goblins. All the cards you guys are recommending, by the way, I'm gonna look it up. I'm just in the Goblin Troughs right now. I'm in the Goblin Troughs. Other goblins attack. Goblin Recruiter. We're adding so many cards to this deck. God. Okay. Trample. Cannot attack if it controls no mountains. Ringleader. Maybe Ringleader? I don't know. Ringleader, when a Goblin Ringleader enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all Goblin cards revealed this way into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Any SAs? I don't know. This one would be so funny. Goblin Settler. When Goblin Settler enters the battlefield, destroy target land. Literally, that has no synergy with this deck. That would be so pointless. It's a 1/1 for 4. This one would just be a fuck you card to destroy someone's 1 land for no reason. Oh, a goblin with flying. Guys. Goblin Sky Raider. Check that out. Doesn't your commander make copies upon attack? Yes. Oh, wait, that would be evil though. ETB synergies. Wait, you're right. Wait, I forgot. I say things and then I forget that I said it and thought it. That's so funny. Wait. Do I add it? That's evil. That's so evil. Oh my god. Land destruction? Dude, this is why we're looking and just searching at goblins instead of going on EDH Rec. This is why we're looking. If you want to do more damage, the red O'Hare. Okay. Is your deck ETB goblins? Yes and no. it's interesting because like each grub side, because it's grub, right? This guy, whenever Grub Storied Matriarch enters or transforms into Grub, Storied Matriarch, I return up to 1 target goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. So if my stuff dies off, it's fine. I can hopefully return it. Okay? But then at the beginning of my first main phase, I can pay 1 red. If I do, I transform Grub into Grub Notorious Auntie, which whenever Grub attacks, and she has Menace, you may blight 1. If you do, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of the blighted creature, except it has at the beginning of the end step sacrifice this token. So we'll be getting a copy. We could get a copy of that land person, right? And only Grub Notorious Auntie has to attack. Goblin, this one, would not have to attack. This one just needs to attack. So we do benefit from ETBs and from death triggers because the token will die at the end step. It'll be sacrificed. So, or if we need to sacrifice stuff, we could sacrifice it before the end step, you know? So that way we're sacrificing something that would die anyways, you know? And we're getting that payoff from it. I swear to God, I want to put all the cards people are suggesting in, but I'm also so deep into this list of goblins that I don't want to like restart the search and search up the cards that people are suggesting like quite yet, but I want, please resuggest. Okay. ETBs. I always forget. I forgot. Yeah, with bombardment or something. Another creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, which I think also with Grub Notorious Auntie, even though she has Menace, she's only a 2/1, so I think having cards like, say, Goblin Rogue, another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, or maybe like something else, maybe some kind of artifact that makes it unblockable, or if we add in like a Rogue's Passage land or something, or like there's that one doll thing that I'm with Arabella. I know what it's like to have a small little baby creature that needs to get an attack trigger off and you don't want them to die. So I'm probably gonna reference my Arabella deck and check what some of those cards were. But this is a goblin that does it. So yes, red and white, but I think there are some mono red cards that do that, or colorless cards. I think. Goblin King, we gotta add that for sure. For sure. Okay. Play with the top card of your library revealed. First strike, haste. Start your engines, trample. It's blocked. Looking for ETBs and death triggers. I keep forgetting that. It's so hard for me to lock in. Target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. This is another goblin that does that. I don't know that we need that many goblins that do that. Ooh, love this. Love this guy. Goblin Trash Master. 2 and 2 red. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. Sacrifice a goblin, destroy target artifact. And I can do that as many times as I want, as long as I have enough goblins. And it's 3/3. Pretty sick. Sacrifice a goblin, regenerate him. Siege Gang Commander, true. Oh, Goblin War Chief. Goblin spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Goblins you control have haste. Okay. Each attacking creature you control. ETBs and death triggers. Goblin War Strike, we grabbed that. Okay. Choose target artifact. I'm rushing through these. Another flying goblin, guys. Right, the Spider-Man goblin. Green goblin. Flying whenever you discard a non-land card. We're not discarding shit. Put a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, okay, we can ignore that. Next page, 38 more. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. I forgot. This is one of my favorite guys in the Kranko deck. And Grenzo Havoc Razor. So true. I'm going to scroll through all of chat to get these cards again. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, 1 and 2 red. It's a 2/3. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. For a red and tapping Hobgoblin, Hobgoblin deals damage equal to the number of goblins that entered the battlefield under your control this turn to any target. Love this guy. He's such a guy. Green Goblin Revenant, flying, death touch. Whenever Green Goblin attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. Meh. Flying haste. Okay. Whenever another goblin you control becomes blocked, sacrifice it. If you do, it deals 4 damage to each creature blocking it. Huh. And sacrifice 2 mountains. Interesting. Why would someone block a goblin then? This is interesting. This is interesting, I suppose. Because then, you know, you would have a 1/1, a bunch of 1/1 goblins attacking maybe, or 2/2 goblins. And if people are blocking with like a 3/3 or a 4/4, they wouldn't want to, because then I could just sack the goblin and deal 4 damage to the creature blocking it. That's interesting. Ib Halfheart Goblin Tactician. Interesting. Okay, this is an ETB. Muxus Goblin Grandee enters the battlefield. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put all goblin creature cards with converted mana cost 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. Okay. And ETB, put a quest counter. No. Haste. Oh, Seer Slicer Goblin. He makes more goblins. Shadow of the Goblin. Discarding cards, drawing cards. Slingshot Goblin. Oh, I was about to say that one. Yeah, nice. Muxus. Equal to its power to target creature or player. That would be interesting if we could buff up Spike Shot Goblin. That would be interesting if there's some kind of like something we could do with Spike Shot Goblin. And Squee. Oh, we can't forget the Squee. 2 and a red. And for red and tapping it, Spike Shot Goblin deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. Might be something there. Oh yeah, Squee Goblin Nabob. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return Squee Goblin Nabob from your graveyard to your hand. There's Squee. Nice. There's this thing. Oh, this is an ETB. Yeah, this is an ETB. Great. It's a pretty small ETB though. If you roll a 1 through 9, that's very disappointing to pay 5 and get a 4/3 and then a 1/1 token. Togo. Okay. We get some rocks. All right. And beginning of your upkeep, something. When this enters the battlefield, create a colorless treasure artifact token. Okay, this could create treasures for us, I guess, because of the ETB. Okay, so we've gone through goblins. Pretty much. We've gone through goblins. So now it's time for me to go through chat and see what I missed. And see what else we want to plop in here. Because I think I feel good about this. Right? Yeah, I'm just looking again, trying to keep ETB and Death Trigger in mind. Just because I wasn't thinking of it at first, but I think we did pretty good at selecting which goblins to drop in. I think. Yeah. This is kind of interesting. When Goblin Dark Dwellers enters the battlefield, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value 3 or less, but I don't know how many will have those. Instants or sorcery 3 or less. Okay. I feel fine about this. Okay, now we're going through this. We're going through Battle Squadron. Equal to the number of creatures you control. Okay, cool. Goblin, great. Sick. And then Squee the Immortal. You may cast Squee the Immortal from your graveyard or from exile. Cool. Okay, and then we need Grenzo. Havoc Razor. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, choose one. We can goad or get a card to play. Or this enters with +1/+1 counters of it. You can bottom card of your library into your graveyard. Maybe even Grenzo Dungeon Warden. Maybe that could even work out. Grenzo's Cutthroat, Grenzo's Rebuttal, Grenzo's Ruffians. Okay. Okay. Let's see, and we're going back up. Siege Gang. Siege Gang Commander. There's Siege Gang Commander, and there's also Siege Gang Lieutenant, which I also kind of like that guy. Both Siege Gangs. Goblin King. I don't even know if I have Goblin King in my Cranko deck, which is ridiculous. I need to put that in there. I need to update my decks. I haven't updated my decks really. I make a deck and then I never update it. That's my big issue. That's my red flag, guys. I make a deck and then I just play it for the rest of my life, and I will just settle with the fact that it's shitty and say I should update it, and then I don't update it, which is why I need to like put it on my bingo card probably to say update decks, update every deck I've built, which I haven't built that many decks before. So, oh, and this may be a loaded question, but if you were Regina George from Mean Girls and said, "Get in, loser, we are going shopping," which 3 goblins would you have in your car with you for your shopping spree? Maybe Goblin King. The Goblin King, you know. Goblin King, Squee, and Goblin Trash Master. I feel like Squee will be a really good support person. You know, they're resilient. They always come back. And then Goblin King and Goblin Trash Master will have very opposite tastes. And they'll kind of like balance each other out when giving me advice of whether or not I should buy something and whether or not it looks good on me. Yeah. Goblin Sky Raider. Goblin Sky Raider, really? Oh, it's legendary. It's mentioned, legendary in the way that it's like been used in the game in the past. Perhaps. I don't know if you were just mentioning it was legendary or if it's, you know, that I should add it. Right, Secret Tunnel too is another one for sure, because they share a creature type. Rogue's Passage. We'll toss in one of those. Marsh Filter. Or no, Marsh Flitter. Marsh Flitter. 3 in a black, flying fairy rogue. When Marsh Flitter enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black goblin rogue creature tokens. Sacrifice a goblin. Ooh, Marsh Flitter has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. Oh, okay, so it just makes like a little flyer guy till end of turn. Maybe. Marsh Flitter, yeah. Okay. I think, and then Rigging Runner. 1 first strike. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. I don't know. It enters with a +1/+1 counter. If it could give the +1/+1 counter to other goblins, I think I would put it in, but yeah, I don't know. It's an ETB, but I don't know that I like the ETB that much. Okay, Gemstone Cavern. This deck is going to be so many cards. If Gemstone Cavern is in your opening hand, and you're not playing first, you may begin the game with Gemstone Caverns in play with a luck counter on it. If you do, remove a card in your hand from the game. Add 1 to your mana pool. If Gemstone Cavern has a luck counter on it, instead add 1 mana of any color to your pool. That's an expensive land. Oh my god. Gemstone Cavern. I mean, it's really just, it maybe adds a mana of any color. I don't know about that. Who runs Gemstone Cavern? Who is running Gemstone Cavern? I am so curious. Grenzo seems like a good guy. I hope so. I hope he is, because he's going to be in my deck. Putrid Goblin. Let's take a look at the most putrid goblin alive. 1 in a black. Persist when it dies. If it doesn't... Oh, yeah. Persist. Okay, hell yeah. Persist with the -1/-1. That's good. Okay. Sweet. There's a reason that it's expensive. Like, what? It's a sweaty mulligan card that you mulligan to get it. Thief Tools. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Maybe it's like thieves tools, something like that. Yeah, there we go. 1 in a black artifact. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Equipped creature can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. Okay. Oh yeah, Cavern of Souls. I'm a big Cavern of Souls fans. I don't like when my stuff is countered. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Raiders Wake. Raiders Wake, 3 in a black enchantment. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack with a creature this turn, which I will be attacking in this deck, target opponent discards a card. I don't know. I mean, I definitely will be attacking every turn, but I'm just like, if it was each opponent discards a card, I feel like I would be like, hey, that's sick. But I'm like, target opponent discards a card? I don't know. Proxying? Probably. Unless they're really cheap cards. You know, yeah, unless they're really cheap cards. Probably proxying. So don't, if there's an expensive card, I'll put it in there and I'll proxy it. But I've also opened some Lorwyn Eclipsed cards that are worth a good amount. Like I opened a really good Meek attack, which I'll be posting that video. Oops, spoiler alert! I'll be posting that video tonight. That collector box opening. Putrid could go infinite with Haunted One and Sack Outlet. Ooh, what's Haunted One? Haunted One. 2 in a black. Enchantment. Commander creatures you control have whenever this creature becomes tapped. It and other creatures you control that share a creature type with it each get +2 and gain Undying till end of turn. What is Undying again? I'll add that in there. There's a red goblin that gives all creatures ward pay 3 life. Oh! That gives all... Yeah. Got Hexing Squelcher. Yeah, I got that guy. That's one of the guys I got. So we don't need to proxy it because we got him. Which is sick as hell. Okay, so let's see EDH rec. EDH rec, let's take a peek at just what goblins... Oh, did I add Kranko? Yeah, I added Kranko. Ooh, Skirk Prospector for the mana. Skirk. Squeetulu, thank you for 8 months. Oh my gosh. And hey, how's it going? Building a black-red goblin deck right now. So, oh, it's a great pull. I was stoked. Utterly stoked. And honestly, before I even knew that it was like worth anything, I was stoked about that pull because I just really like the art. That it's just like, I love the colors of it. I love so much of the Lorwyn Eclipsed art. I love it so much. I love it so much. Undying is the opposite of persist, so you swap what it uses. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this is interesting too. Whenever Skirk Drill Sergeant or another goblin is put into a graveyard from play, you may pay 2 and a red. If you do, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a goblin card, put it into play. Otherwise, put it in your graveyard. That's super gambly. Because if it's not a goblin card, it goes into your graveyard. But what if? I don't know. Probably not. Probably two and a red to gamble, basically. Nah. So, I'm just looking at all these skirks now. Skirks. Oh, this is fun. Skirk Fire Marshal, costs 5. Tap 5 untapped goblins you control. It deals 10 damage to each creature and each player. Oh, including myself. And each player. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that would be funny. Why am I tempted to put it in just for the chaos? Because then, hypothetically, I just need 20 goblins to deal 40 damage to everybody, including myself. Skirk Prospector's in here. Sick. Hellfire. I'll search for Hellfire. Yeah. A draw, that would be funny. Hellfire, 2, 3 black. All non-black creatures are destroyed. Hellfire does... Why did I say it like that? Sometimes I just get so, like... I, like, feel like I'm watching myself, and I'm like... I don't know. I need to stop questioning myself, and I need to double down. This is the year of doubling down. All non-black creatures are destroyed. Hellfire does X plus 3 damage to you. Geez, X is the number of creatures placed in the graveyard. $139. Well, I'm gonna have a bunch of red creatures though. I'm gonna have a bunch of red creatures. I don't know. That scares me. That scares me. Marauder. Moira Marauder. Did I spell that wrong? Did I? Moria. Marauder. 2 red. Double strike. Whenever a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Now, when it says whenever a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. Does that mean if I have 10 goblins deal damage to a player, I'm exiling 10 cards from my library? Is that what that means? I forget how instances like that work. I think it means 10 cards, right? Because it doesn't say 1 or more. I'm not putting that in. I feel like I would mill myself. Right? Probably. I'd be scared of that. I don't know. That feels dangerous. That feels dangerous. It feels like it could be good. It's card advantage, you're right. And sometimes you need to take risks to no pain, no gain. Hey, Squeethulu, we have not 1, but 2 squeeze. We have 2 squeeze in here. So Gorbog. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't say like you may exile the top card of your library. Gorbog. You may sacrifice it. Oh, okay. So it's you may sacrifice it. I do kind of like Gorbog better. Gorbag, whatever his name is. That's a good rec. Thank you. You have 100 cards. How are you milling yourself? No, so true. I'm just like, you have so many little goblins usually. You have so many little goblins. Let's see. Have I missed any? Oh, yeah. Siege Gang Commander. We got that in there right now. We got that in there. Okay, sweet. And then let's go back to looking at this list. We have that one. We have Lieutenant. Or do I have that? Yeah, I have that. Yeah. Frog Tosser Banneret. Goblin spells cost 1 less to cast. Okay. Should I toss that in there? Maybe. Ooh, Mad Auntie. I want the aunties. Show me the aunties. Yes. Mad Auntie. Hell yeah. Oh, Pashalik Mons. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that guy. Whenever Pashalik Mons or another goblin you control dies, Mons deals 1 damage to any target. Yeah, they do. And Frog Tosser, Banneret Frog. I'm just going to search Frog Tosser because no way there's another Frog Tosser. Yep, goblin spells and rogue spells you play cost 1 less to play. Haste, 1/1. Sick. I think, did I already put Bogart Harbinger? No, this is from the original Lorwyn. Okay, whenever it comes into play, hey, ETB guys. You may search your library for a goblin card, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. Bogart Harbinger. Maybe? Bogart Harbinger. I could also just search the word Bogart and see what comes up. I could do that. Guys, I also just realized that we're totally not getting to, we're not getting to the Shapeshifter deck today. I just realized that it's 8 p.m. and we're still on this deck. There's so many goblins to look through. There's so many. So many. We have Trash Master. Munitions Expert. Goblin 1/1 Flash. Cost 2. Whenever Munitions Expert enters the battlefield, ETB. Oh, hell yeah. You may have it deal damage equal to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of goblins you control. Munitions Expert is going in. We are. Munitions Expert. This is going in. Okay. Sick. There's also this munitions person, makeshift munitions. It's an enchantment. But the drawback is that you have to pay 1 to sacrifice a creature, whereas the other enchantment is so much better. Goblin Bombardment, so much better. Goblin King, we have that guy. Oh, Conspicuous Snoop. We do not have Conspicuous Snoop in there yet. Conspicuous, yes. Muxus, we have that. Goblin Recruiter, we have that. 10th Street Kingpin, I didn't add him. Should I add him? I don't know. Skull Clamp, I forgot about that. Oh, it's so easy to forget about. Classic cards. Budget Goblin Bombardment. So true. So true. Oh, click on the name of the card. You can easily copy it. Oh, Demonic Tutor. I don't know if I want to run tutors. I'm like, tutors, I don't know how I feel about, because I don't want to be that. I don't know if I want this deck to be like that. I don't think this deck is going to be something that I play when I'm like, I want to win. This deck is going to be like, I'm going to play goblins and whatever. I don't know that I want a tutor. Or maybe I would put in one tutor, as long as I'm not tutoring for like an infinite combo. What do you guys think about tutors when you're playing with friends and you're not doing CEDH and you're not trying to, yeah, Goblin Matron is a tutor specifically for Goblin. That is so true. That is so true. I think it's just, you know what it is? Yeah, I think it's just tutoring for like an infinite combo. I think that's what I don't like. Even though that can be nice to like end a game when you're really tired and everybody wants to go home. I'm just like, because I do have a deck, maybe 2 decks that has tutors in it. We are still streaming. Yeah, I think I have 2 decks that have tutors in it. I think. Maybe I do add a tutor. I mean, I could always take it out. I have the Goblin Matron one. And we are still streaming. We are building Grub. Black, red, Rakdos Goblins. It's Grub Storied Matriarch. New commander from Lorwyn Eclipsed. And it's a transformation commander. So the first side, whenever it enters, this guy enters, or transforms, I get to return a goblin from my graveyard to my hand. And then the other side, I blight one of my guys, and it creates tapped and attacking token copies of the blighted creature, and sacks it at the end of my turn. And so we're gonna benefit from like ETBs and like death triggers and I don't know, something like that. Something like that. Throw in a gamble if you don't want to feel like cheating when tutor. Oh my god, guys, I had the funniest game the other day. Or it wasn't that funny, but it was a funny little moment in the game. The game itself, it wasn't like that funny, but it was a funny moment when my friend was playing a blue-red coin flip deck, which is already a little memey. It's already a little bit memey to play a coin flip deck because you're already kind of like, just the heart of the cards, heart of the flips. And then they gamble. They gamble for the card that they need to like close out the game. And they did end up winning, actually, already, at the end of the night. They ended up winning that game. But they gamble and they fan out their cards face down to me and they say, okay, which one should I toss away? And I point at a card and it was the card that they gambled for and it went to their graveyard. And I felt so good about it. I was like, haha, I guessed right. Yay. It was really fun. I had a great time. Jessica's Will. There's that. Maybe. I don't know. It feels bad when you bin the card you gamble for. Right. But this way, Eldritch, I was binning the card that they gambled for. I feel like it's worse when you bin your own card. It's like, oh, I'm a fool. This is terrible. But when someone else does it, it's like, you got me. I guess. IDK about Auntie's Potion. Ooh, elite trainer boxes. Wait, what? Wait, Auntie's Potion? Auntie's Potion? You talking about? Oh, Auntie's Potion. They're tossing some potions. We don't know what it does. For a second, I wasn't sure, Shayna, when you were saying Auntie's Potion, because everyone's been suggesting cards, if you were saying that there's a card called Auntie's Potion and that I should put it in the deck. But I was like, something was telling me that Auntie's Potion is not a card. For me, Fiery Emancipation. Ooh, yeah, I think I've heard of that card. Fiery spelling. I'm just gonna search fiery. I'm gonna try. No, I didn't even spell fiery right. I typed fire C. No, Fiery Emancipation. Oh yeah, this one, the one that does triple. The thing that I don't love about this is that it doesn't have Convoke and it's really expensive. I think the one I really like is, I think it's called City on Fire. City on Fire. I like this one because it has Convoke. So if I have a lot of goblins out, I can play it for really cheap. And it's triple. It's triple. It costs more. It's 8, but it has Convoke. And I feel like that is very worth it. Urza's Incubator. Urza's Incubator. Oh, 2 less to cast. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get some kindred stuff. Revival of Ancestors. Also, Daniel, thank you for subscribing. 3 months. Hell yeah. Glad that you've been subscribing for 3 months. Very, very, very grateful for it. Everyone that subscribes, I'm like, man, damn. I can't believe I'm worth watching. Worth an ad-free viewing experience. Is this, wait, Revival of Ancestors. Did I spell that wrong? Ancestors? Maybe I'll search that. I don't know. And the strongest of all, Parination. Oh wait, maybe it's this? Huh. I don't know if I'm spelling this wrong. I don't know. We are, yeah, it's like kindred, but also like goblins. Yes, Kranko is in the 99. It's a new Flash one from Avatar. What's the new Flash one from Avatar? Faded Firepower. Yeah, it's kindred, but it's like kindred. We specifically, like, I guess also looking for like ETB death stuff or whatever with the kindred. Faded Firepower, X and 3 red, enchantment Flash, enters with X fire counters on it. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls that much damage, plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead. That does sound pretty interesting too, especially since we'll be doing so much ping damage. So maybe instead of tripling damage, adding however many fire counters could be better. Bloodline Bidden. Oh, we got that one. Cool. Lorwyn set review for content. Yeah, I have a lot more Lorwyn content planned. I want to do a tier ranking of Lorwyn Eclipsed art with my artist roommate. She's a visual artist and painter. And I want to do a deep dive on like Celtic lore and, Lorwyn Eclipsed and, the plane of Lorwyn. I don't think I'm the best at like mechanically reviewing a set because I'm not bad, but I'm not the best player, that's for sure. So I could give a set review in the sense of like saying like, yo, I love this art, but I'm more or less saying that in like my box openings. I think I have one box opening on YouTube right now, Lorwyn Eclipsed collector box opening, which I think I have my YouTube linked on my Twitch, but yeah, and I have some other box openings coming soon. Yes, I do stream games. I stream I streamed Draft for a good long while, but then I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to buy gems anymore. So I've recently been streaming Standard, and I plan to stream a lot more Standard, maybe try out some other formats. I think it would be fun to do viewer games at some point. I think that would be fun, but I also need to figure out, I need to hit up Uber Guitar Dude and figure out how they do Uber games, how they, I need to hit up Uber Guitar Dude and figure out how they do viewer games, just like logistically how they do that. Garby, oh my god, thank you for the 5 gift subs out of nowhere. Goddamn, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for gifting, donating. I appreciate it. Putting my all into content, putting my whole magic OC into content. I really am. I hate that I said that combo word. That was bad. I regret. Bad joke. Nope. Nope. And that's, that's the beauty and that's the pain of live streaming, because things like that happen all the time when I'm filming long form, short form, whatever content, where I say something and I'm like, oh, I don't like that, and I just cut it out of the video. But then live, it's just there. And Skirk Prospector for ramp. Yeah, we got it in there. And able to convince one friend to go to MagicCon with me. Let's fucking go. I feel like MagicCon is the best when you have a friend. The best when you have. I've only been to one MagicCon, but I've also been to a couple Laughing Dragon, like fests, and yeah, I can't imagine going without a friend or like some online friend that you want to meet up with or something like that. Did I get all the OG Lorwyn cards? We didn't fully go through it actually. We actually haven't gone through this list. But we have added some of them just when we've been going through this list, and also just people suggesting. So we haven't totally gone through the OG Lorwyn cards or anything. A gamble could be funny to put in, but I think I would get pissed at it. Okay. Some people hate it, but I like it. Temple of the False God. Because it doesn't activate unless you have 5 or more lands, but I like it. Sue me. Sue me. Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki, yeah. Kiki. Kiki. Kiki Jiki. Cool. Yeah. Rakdos. Rakdos. Yeah, let's just search Rakdos, honestly. Conditional soaring. That's so true. Yeah, you can say you can say I'm gross for liking Temple of the False God, but I will stand in liking that. It makes me feel good when I play it and can actually use it. Or are you saying ew to Kiki? Both valid. Both valid. Crackle with power? I've never heard of that card. Are you... Wait, deals 5 times X damage to each of up to X targets. That's a lot of X's. That's a lot of X's. 5 times X damage. Crackle with power. I've never heard of this card. Huh. Someone at the LGS today was like, thank y'all for playing with me. The other guys playing with him were like, yeah, no problem. We love it. And as I went out the door, I just said, next time, watch your word choice. Watch your word choice. Wait, I don't get it. Speaking of bad words, that was one. Then one guy goes, hey, $20 is $20. $20 is $20. That's so true. That's so true. That's so facts. You can target player 4 times 5 is 20 damage. That is a lot of freaking damage. That's a lot. Temple, but Kiki combos with bolognese sandwich, so also gross. We gotta put a bolognese sandwich in this. We gotta. I'm screenshotting that. Well, it's great when you get to use it. The thing is, the thing that normally makes it bad is it's useless until then. Yes, no, exactly. Skirk Prospector, we got him. We got him in there. People trying to use Crackle on Arena. Does it go well? Does it not? Oh, yes, I see what you mean, Garby. I'm sure they weren't even thinking about it. I think, I think either one is just fine. How's your Arena collection? It is pretty okay, but it's mostly very recent cards, like, because I only started playing Arena during Bloomborough, so I have a lot of Bloomborough. I have a good amount of Duskmourn, and I have some Foundations, but, like, stuff before that, I have to craft all of it. So, let's see. Gem Palm Incinerator. I don't think I have this one. Cycle. Oh, interesting. Gem Palm. Maybe we'll... Guys, we're going to have so many cards in this deck. We're going to have so many cards. Target zombies on the back. Okay. Fury. Oh my god, there's so many cards called Fury. Oh no, I've been saying that word and it activated the voice assistant. Whoop. Bagel. Oh, I love a bagel and smear though. And schmear. Tempt you with mayhem is fun. Okay, wait. Is the card called this or is it separate? Like 2 different cards. Okay, so it's 2 different cards. Okay. So this, double strike. Are you talking about this card? And grief? I don't know if well, I guess it has an ETB, but it's not it's not a goblin. And I really want goblins. I want goblins, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, grief. It's like maybe, but I really want to keep it. want to keep it goblin heavy. Tempted. Oh, the card I added that triple damage again. I added City on Fire. Tempt with Mayhem. 1 and 2 red. Instant. Choose target instant or sorcery spell. Each opponent may copy that spell and may choose new targets for the copy they control. You copy that spell once plus an additional time for... Ooh. That's funny. That sounds difficult to use, but I'm curious at the... Yeah, the mayhem, the chaos that costs anger and... Guys. There's cards just called anger and filth. As long as anger's in your graveyard, you control a mountain, creatures you control have haste. It seems nice, but he's not a goblin. But I guess I already have some non-goblins in there. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Having haste might be important. Utility creature. It's so hard to decide. Swamp Walk. Huh. Maybe I will consider these guys. Grief. Yeah. Heck. Whatever. Yeah. 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 Infinite combo. Underworld Breach. Underworld Breach. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Underworld Breach. Each non-land card in your graveyard has escape. Escape cost is equal to a card's mana value. Mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. Oh, I don't even know what the... Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't know what the infinite combo is here. Jokes over my head. Over my head. Over my head. Did I put in the Mind Goblin? What is the Mind Goblin? Whenever I'm deck building on stream, I'm like, why are there 19 million cards I've never heard of? What is the Mind Goblin? What is that? What is that? Targeting a specific bracket? That's a great question. That's a great question. Wait, you got him? The Mind Goblin? Mind Goblin joke actually popping up. Wait, oh no. Oh, I just got it. Oh, I just got it. Why am I an idiot? Okay, I'll say it. Since you cannot say it, just since you're, you're typing and you're not your voice isn't here. I will say it. I will say it for you. Mind Goblin D's nuts. I hope you're proud of yourself because I'm proud of you. That totally flew over my head. Totally flew over my head. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now that I've been absolutely ruined and dunked on, let's put more cards in this. I can't. Have you put in the Mind Goblin yet? Too much trust. I have too much trust in people. Seize the spotlight. Each opponent chooses fame or fortune. For each player who chooses fame, gain control of a creature that player controls till end of turn. Untap those creatures and they gain haste. For each player who chooses fortune, you draw a card and create a treasure token. Okay. Let's see. Getting through the rest of this list. Goblin Laggy, Warren Instigator. Rundevelt Horde Master. Warren Soul Trader. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. Warren Soul Trader. I'm curious. Warren Soul Trader of what can be done there. It was good. It was good. Oh yeah, and sorry, I got distracted by getting dunked on. Are we targeting a specific bracket? We are not. We are not. I think besides like, it's definitely not CEDH. It's definitely not a 5. I'm good with it being a 4, but it's probably gonna end up being like a 3, maybe. I don't really know. It's hard to say. Soul Trader can go pseudo infinite with Gravecrawler. Oh. Huh. Gravecrawler. Oh yeah, because he can keep coming back. And he costs like 1. Oh, as long as I can cast it from my graveyard though, as long as I control a graveyard. Oh, well, a zombie. And I'm speaking too fast to the point where I like jumble my words. As long as I control a zombie. And that's a zombie. Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay. Mog War Marshal. When it enters the battlefield, dies. Oh, that's ETB and death. Mog War Marshal. We're putting that in. Because what did we say? What did we say about ETBs and death triggers? We said that that's what we're looking for. Mog War Marshal. Yeah. And then we have, yeah, a Bogart Bog. When it enters the battlefield, exile target plays graveyard. That could be fun. Bogart Trawler. We just get rid of everyone's graveyard. Bogart Trawler. I do just also want to kind of search like Bogart. There's so many cards, guys. Sharpshooter. Oh, we got that guy in here. Murderous Red Cat. When it enters, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. I don't know about that. Goblin Bombardment. Yes, that is in there. And Bogart Trawler. Yeah, I like it. I haven't seen Bogart Trawler before, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm trying to remember what that set symbol is. I've seen it so many times that I can't remember it for the life of me. But I like it. I like it. Yeah. What is it? Modern Horizons 3. That's what it is. That's what it is. You need 99 cards. How many are you on? I wouldn't be surprised if I'm at more than 99 at this point. I think they sort of acknowledge Mind Goblin, though. They made Name Sticker Goblin a while back for an unset. Oh, yeah. I think I did scroll past Name Sticker Goblin. General Kriat, the Bolt Bringer. Whenever one or more goblins you control attack, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Whenever another creature you control enters, this deals 1 damage to each opponent. General Kriat. Okay. General Kriat. Goblins have so much. It's such a beloved archetype, kindred thing of Magic. It's almost too much. Too much. Add 1 red for each goblin you control. Howl Squad Heavy. God, there's so many good goblin cards. It's insane. Good goblin. You did a good, it's a good goblin. Good time to goblin these nuts. I'm workshopping it. I'm workshopping it. Don't comment because I'm workshopping it. You can't judge me yet because it's a workshop. Knucklebone Witch. Whenever a goblin you control is put into a graveyard from play, you can put a +1/+1 counter on Knucklebone Witch. And then we just make a really big witch. Really big witch, maybe. Goblin Sharpshooter. I think we do. Yes, we have Goblin Sharpshooter in here. We have too many cards in here, probably. We could take a peek at what we have so far. What do we have? 138 in the main deck. Woo! Yeah, we don't have to cut things. That's fine. I'm trying so hard to not rebuild Krenko for my mono red deck. I like the goblins so much. I like them so much too. I haven't updated my Krenko deck since I built it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I need to. Or maybe I've updated it with a couple cards, a few cards, but not much at all. I am too 60 brain for EDH deck building. That's so fair. I mean, I think the most fun part to me is adding a bunch of cards. 138 with the land base, I think. Or is it not? Oh, you know what? It's okay, it's with 15 of the lands. So kinda. Yeah, Vial Smasher. The most fun part about deck building is adding a ton of cards, and then the least fun part is cutting all of them, which I can do that off stream because I'll do some of the cutting on stream, but I'll also maybe do some of the cutting off stream. We'll see. Vial Smasher. I haven't seen this guy before. There's so many goblins. Whenever another outlaw enters the battlefield, well, we don't have many outlaws. Do we? Oh, but I maybe mean the other Vial Smasher. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. It deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to player or planeswalker that player controls. Perhaps. Yes. The one on the right. Yes, that's where we'll add that one. Okay, this is an ETB guy. Because we want guys with ETB because of the notorious auntie. Beetleback Chief. Maybe. Beetleback. Is it gonna come up? Okay. Search your library for a goblin card, put that into play. Death touch, beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. And the Lava Tongue deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. Lava Tongue. Okay. Zoyowa. Zoyowa, the mercenary. Silly or silly good or silly silly? Oh yeah, there's Maria, who scared me a little bit. Grenzo, we got Grenzo in there. Lightning Crafter. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Champion, something. Enters the battlefield, ETB. Silly good. Okay. Mog Catcher. There's a joke there. But I'm not gonna make it because I don't know how, and I'm not gonna think about it because I'm building a deck. Goblin Crater Maker. Okay. Just 2 damage to target creature. Destroy target colorless non-land permanent. Jeez. Destroy. Isn't it so crazy? I could destroy like Ugin with Goblin Crater Maker. That's great. Legion Loyalist. This guy. Metallic Mimic. Each other creatures you control of the chosen type enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Interesting. Metallic Mimic. Would I don't know. I mean, the +1/+1 counters could offset the -1/-1 counters. Maybe. Metallic Mimic, Skirk, Fire Marshal. Oh, Bogart, Curse Crafter. I do think we have that in here already. Skirk, Fire Marshal. Did I pass him? Or is that Skirk, Fire Marshal? I wonder if we have... Was this a Skirk that I added? Or wait, it might be... Is it one last how? It's already in? Is that one already in? Yeah, we have... Yeah, Skirk Prospector's there. I think... Yeah, Fire Marshal... Whoop. Oh yeah, we have Fire Marshal in there. Okay. See, we have so many cards that I'm starting to forget what cards we have in here. Starting to forget. Combat damage to a player. Oh yeah, we have Gore Bag. Beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card in the library. We have Skirk Fire Marshal. Grenzo Havoc Razor. We got that. We got Perforos. We got Brash Taunt, Earwig Squad. Prowl 2 and a black. When it enters the battlefield, if Prowl cost was paid, search target opponent's library for 3 cards. Okay, so... No, because we get ETB. This is an ETB where we need to pay a specific cost, so not that one. Roaming Throne. Our commander. Let me show you what our commander is. Roaming Throne. Choose a creature type. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Roaming Throne. Yeah, double triggers. We like that. Thank you for suggesting that. I forgot about that card. Our commander is Grub Storied Matriarch. 2 and a black menace. Got 2/1 power. And whenever this creature enters or transforms into Grub Storied Matriarch, return up to 1 target goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. Brings back a goblin. And I can pay 1 red at my first main phase to transform into Grub Notorious Auntie, which whenever Grub attacks, I can blight 1. And if I do, I create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of the blighted creature, except it does at the beginning of the end step sacrifice this token. Yeah, so we definitely benefit from like ETB and death triggers. And we also have, a good sack outlet because it's going to be sacked at the end of the turn anyway. So we could sack whatever creature is, the creature token that we get from that combat. As long as it doesn't die. Dropkick Bomber. Dropkick Bomber could be good because that gives us like flying protection and it buffs our goblins. Dropkick Bomber. Okay, when you said Deke Goblin Skull Taker, I was like, is this a joke again? I was like, no way, that's a card. Deke Goblin. I was about to be like, I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna be another D's nuts joke. Okay, Deep Goblin Skull Taker, mess. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Deep Goblin Skull Taker. Yeah, we'll have lots of stuff dying. Yeah, every turn. Stadium Headliner. We got suggestions. We got so many cards. We got options. Oh yeah, this guy. Mobilize 1 whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1. Sacrifice it. Deals damage equal to... Ooh, yeah. It's a dark... okay. Yeah, Steam Headliner. Oh, yeah. I've seen that in Standard before, too, I think. Yeah, Squee. I mean, it's such a great name, too. Goblin Chain Whirler. I think I added that. I added Squee. I added Putrid Goblin. I added this. I added this. I think. Goblin Rabble Master. I don't think I added that. I don't know that I want to. I don't want my goblins to have to attack every turn. Weirding Shaman. Impulsive Pilferer. Taster of Wares. I think we added that. Brightstone Ritual. Perhaps. Brightstone Ritual. Brightstone. I think I have that in my Cranko deck. A few goblins. Yeah, I never really looked at the goblins from Aether Drift too much. Eclipsed Bogart. Oh, yeah, that was one of the new ones. Yeah. Chaos Warp. Terminate. Maybe I would. Chaos Warp. Chaos Warp scares me. Maybe I'm not a true Rakdos player. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Dark Ritual. Destroy target creature or enchantment. You lose 2 life. Gut. True Soul. Zealot. Okay. Desperate Plea. Does a lot, but it's slow. Gut. True Soul Zealot. Whenever you attack, you can sacrifice another creature or artifact. Create a 4/1 that's tapped and attacking. Okay. Chaos Warp, great potential removal. You know what? Okay. You've convinced me. I'm easy to convince. Time to cut 70 cards and add lands. We'll do that. We'll have to do that next stream because I'm like, no chance. That would be an insanely long stream going through all of these. Oh, Deflecting Swat, definitely. I used to actually own a Deflecting Swat, but I sold it. And now I have a Proxy. So... yeah, I need to like partner with a proxy. Maybe I shouldn't. If I want to be an ambassador, I can't partner with a proxy company. That'd be bad, potentially. Battle him. Maybe. Tarfire. Abrade. Entomb. Deadly Rollick. Let's do Deadly Rollick. You sold a Deflecting Swat dog. Not just any Deflecting Swat. What was it? Let me look. Deflecting Swat, was it, I forget, was it Borderless or was it, what set was it from? It was pretty. Oh, yeah. I sold one of these guys. I sold this guy, a foil Defecting Swat Borderless. And I don't even remember how much I sold it for. I just needed money. So, woo! Yippee! Let's see. Bolt Bend or Redirect Lightning? Bolt Bend. Was it worth it? I don't know. It was a nice ass Deflecting Swat. Like, I was a little sad to sell it. I also sold something I regret selling, but like, I get that I was just like, I need to like sell cards. I can't be like spending money on cards if I'm like not selling them because I'm like in no place to be like spending money on cards. I sold a One Ring that like I had gotten back when, Lord of the Rings came out. I had 2 One Rings actually. I had like a nice art one and then I had a regular One Ring, and I had gotten that because I got the Lord of the Rings bundle when it came out however many years ago. And I sold them both and I kind of miss them, but I can always rebuy one is the thing. Once the bag's up, I'll probably rebuy one. Bolt Bend, cost 3 less to cast. You control a creature power 4 or greater. Change the target of spell or ability with a single target. Yeah, Bolt Bend. Grim. Oop. Grim Wanderer. I gifted an alternate art demonic tutor to my best friend, and he traded it in for store credit. Okay, that is something despicable. Anything that nice that's gifted, I feel like trading that in for store credit is that's such a slap in the face. I would hate that. I feel for you. Cast the spell, only if a creature died this turn. Flash, 5/3 for 2. Goblin Warlock. Jeez, interesting. Interesting. God, so many cards in Magic. So many cards. Okay. Wait, this is Foot Bottom Feast. It's funny. Foot Bottom. Plum the Forbidden. Red Elemental Blast. A Lightning Bolt. I'm just reading card names at this point. I'm like, oh, we fell the Profane. Massive Raid. Target for player. Equal to number of creatures you control. Massive Raid is tempting. Massive Raid is tempting. Maybe I will. Massive Raid. Oh, Bogart Trawler we got in here. We got that in here a bit earlier. I was a broke boy when Lord of the Rings dropped. Otherwise, I would have went ham on buying bundles. So true. I just bought one bundle, and it was so exciting. So exciting. My friend gifted me a Fezzik from Princess Bride Secret Lair, and I refused to trade it. Understandable, as you should. As you should. I think, yeah. Trading in for store credit, a nice gifted card. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Brash Taunter we got in there. We got this. You have to start reducing the deck count. Andres, you're like the angel on my shoulder. But right now I'm listening to the devil and I'm just still adding more. Still adding more. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I think we're getting towards the end. I think we're getting towards the end. You know? Destroy card, exile creatures, choose a creature type. Yeah, I'm just like scrolling through these because this doesn't excite me as much. Just scrolling through these. Yeah. Crippling Fear, maybe. Because that's like a kindred. It would get rid of small stuff, I guess. Convince my friends to play with 200 cards main decks. Hey, I think my friends, they wouldn't even have to be convinced. They would just say like, you're ridiculous, and they would say that's you dug your own grave. Your deck is going to be even more inconsistent than Commander usually is, and the fact that you have to carry that around, terrible, horrible, hard. Okay, Arena of Glory, that could be good. That could be good. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Diabolic. Pact of the Serpent. No, I'm Knucklebone Witch. The way that there's just infinite cards I could put in this deck. Knucklebone Witch. Knucklebone. I really thought I would build a deck today. Oh yeah, Knucklebone Witch. I really thought I would build a deck today, but I don't know that we've gotten there. I don't know. Blasphemous Edict. Blasphemous. Okay. Kindred Charge. Mog Infestation. Vanquisher's Banner. Coat of Arms. Ashnod's Altar. Ashnod's Altar could be dope. As it is in many things. As it is in many things. I'm just thinking of some of the cards that we have where it says like pay eggs, and I'm like, oh. Yep. LOL. Mob Rule for a win con? Wait, what is Mob Rule? Mob Rule. I don't even know what deck we building, bro. I got here late. That's so fair. We're building did I lose it? Oh no, it's here. Grub Storied Matriarch. If you want to look up Grub Storied Matriarch, it's a flip. It has two sides to it. Mob Rule. Okay, so gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater until end of turn, untap them. Okay, because all my guys will be tiny. Ooh, yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Ashnod's Altar. Maybe some Lightning Greaves. Too. That's a staple, right? So people aren't removing my commander. Lightning Greaves. Yeah, a stamina match where everyone has 2 decks, and once they lose, they switch to the other deck and have a 3 to 4 protection from everything to catch back up. Oh, that's crazy. 250 cards in my decks. That's a problem. I don't know. That's too many cards to carry, frankly. Phyrexian altar, sacrifice creature, add 1 mana of any color. You can tell that I'm getting tired because I'm like now I'm just shribbling. Oh, creatures you control get +1/+1 and have flying and indestructible. What if we just add Eldrazi Monument? What if we just do that? Wouldn't that be so funny? Guys. Conquerors, Flare, Illusionist, Bracers. Okay, Conquerors, Flail. I'm hungry too. I'm hungry. How do you shuffle a 250 card deck? We'll find out. We'll print this deck, and a permanent +1 of color for each color among permanents you control. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Yeah, Illusionist, Bracers. Illusionist, Bracers. Activated ability of equipped creature is activated if it isn't a mana ability. Copy that ability. Choose new targets for the copy. Wee. Basilisk Collar could also be fun, just because it's a fun card. And who doesn't love Basilisk Collar? I don't know that we would have any big boys to like truly benefit off of that, but I'm adding everything. Coat of Arms, the one thing that scares me about Coat of Arms is like other Kindred decks, you know? I'm scared of like buffing the other Kindred decks, but like hopefully I would probably benefit more than anyone else. And if someone else is running a Kindred deck, then maybe it's just a brick in my hand and I don't play it. So, Putrid Goblin, First Day of School. Wait, is First Day of School a card? What? First Day of School? What? The math. Oh, Skull Clamp we have. Yeah, First Day of School. What? What is that? Okay, okay. We're so close to done. We're so close. And by done, I mean we have cards in the deck. But +1/+1 for each fellowship counter. For each creature you control. Oh, yeah, Banner of Kinship, actually. Banner of Kinship might be better than Coat of Arms. Maybe. For a finisher. Banner of Kinship. Because that's specifically with me. Oh, First Day of Class. First Day of Class, I see. Banner of Kinship. First Day of Class. First Day of Class. I'm like, what else do we have? Icon of Ancestry. I feel good about this. Guys. Oh, there's still more Impact Tremors. Bogart. Shenanigans. Whenever. I like each opponent rather than target player. Enters the battlefield. Quest counter. Something. Phyrexian Arena. Zombies. Creature you control dies. Ooh! Grave Pact. You know, I was just... if I want to be an asshole... This is so funny because... Wait, First Day of Class. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ooh, damn. Okay. That's nice. Grave Pact. I was just in a game earlier this week where someone was running Grave Pact, and another person in the game was like, dude, why are you running Grave Pact? This is such an asshole card. And they were like, listen, I don't have any other removal in the deck beside Grave Pact. And they were like, well, you're not gonna have to remove anything because you're running a sacrifice deck with Grave Pact. That is, you are removing everything. And it was funny. For that reason, I'll probably not run Grave Pact, since I will have so many creatures dying. I think everyone might be pissed at me. Rakdos Charm. But I'll sideboard it. I think it would be fun to sideboard if I'm ever out playing Magic, getting utterly steamrolled, everyone's being a bully and playing bullshit decks, and each creature deals 1 damage to its controller. Wouldn't that like kill me if I have a lot of creatures? Wouldn't that kill me if I have a lot of creatures? I don't know about that. It lets you cast any spell if it hits a player. What? Mealstorm Archangel? Wait. Mealstorm Archangel? What? Mealstorm? Or Maelstrom? Mealstorm? What the? Don't choose that mode. Okay, so we're pretty much here. We're pretty much here. Oh, Blood Moon, non-basic lands are mountains, plus like the mountain walk guy. Wouldn't that be nasty? Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Is it? How is it spelled? Because I could not find it. Maelstrom Archangel? Maybe? Like that? Maelstrom? Yeah, I don't know. Mana Echoes. Mana Echoes. Crazy. Mana Echoes do it, give into evil. Depending on the type of night that I'm having. Depending on the type of night I'm having. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase. The fact that it has flash, jeez. Pre-combat main phase, choose one. Oh, Black Market Connections, we already looking at that. Bastion of Remembrance. Right, Bastion of Remembrance. Bastion. Well, we already have Grave Venerations. Remembrance. I misspelled that. I can already tell I misspelled that. That doesn't seem right. Yeah. I put in extra. Fuck. Maelstrom. Ah! Stop it. Stop it. Blood Moon makes everyone hate you in my experience. That's so fair. These will be my sideboard cards, guys. We're not building an asshole deck. We're not building an asshole deck. We're building a goodish deck. But it's not going to be an asshole deck. Maelstrom. Okay. Fear. Can't be blocked except by artifact or black creatures. Oh, Cover of Darkness. Jeez. There's so many asshole cards that exist in this world. And they're so fun to play as long as nobody gets upset at you. Because then you just feel powerful. Oh, yeah. Wait, is Sling Gang Lieutenant? Wait. Maelstrom. Okay. 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 I'm like getting warm now. Angus Mackenzie, Maelstrom. Maelstrom. Maelstrom? I can't find this shit. I don't know where this is it. Siege Gangs? Sling Gang? Sling Gang? Or wait. Sling Gang? Sling Gang. 2 red, target, sacrifice a goblin. Ah! Wow, I like that guy. I like life gain. I do like life gain. Okay, creature, whoa, there's so many cards. I'm like actually getting over inundated. I'm like, this is oh my gosh. Okay, Meat Hook Massacre. I'm like, oh my gosh. Meat Hook Massacre, Raid Bombardment. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like, I have this like sunk cost fallacy mentality right now where I'm like, I started this stream and I'm already past stream time, so I need to like finish adding cards, and then I'll end the stream. In there now, there's an evil amount in there right now. There's an evil amount in there. Listen, Eldritch, I'm not gonna put it in there. I'm not gonna put it in there unless people ask for evil. Okay, we're almost fucking there. Okay, and then we're at lands, and I don't care about land. We'll figure out mana base later. That happens at the very end. Okay, I'm gonna say that's it. Because it's at 176 cards. It's at 176 cards, and that's too many cards. I can't believe 176 cards. That's the most cards I've ever added to a deck list when making a deck. Whew! Oh my god. Before land base. Yeah, we have, what is it? 16 lands. Wow. Ooh. Oh. Grub Goblins. Goes crazy. Okay. Gang. Okay, we did it. I'm like, I need to like, after adding 176 cards to a deck, I need to go lie down. I need to eat something, I think, because I'm hungry, and I need to lie down because that is so many cards, and the idea of cutting cards is gonna be, honestly, we're already at 176. Let's go to 250. I print a 250 card deck. We see how that goes. just make 2 decks and randomly choose which one's going which. Yeah, there's like an asshole deck and then there's like a more chill goblin deck, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I'll have to bring all the decks that I have built on stream to MagicCon. And do that. So okay. Guys. I know we built an 176 card deck, which is not an official deck. But thank you for suggesting cards that I have never ever heard of that actually look really, really good. You know, it's great to have a lot of options. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, we have a lot of options and I feel like I discovered a lot of cool new cards. I can't believe I just spent, I mean, I did start stream. Actually, to be fair, I did start stream like an hour late. I did. So actually, you know what? This is actually a very normal amount of time. Now that I think about it, because I did start streaming an hour late. So actually, this is very normal. And I did my normal 3-hour stream, so that's normal and good. It's normal and good. Yeah. Crackle with power. I think I added that one, right? Yeah, I did. Crackle with power, yeah. I think I did. Yes. So many goblins. Cutting cards is the hardest. I think I'll have to just like close my eyes and add things to the considering and just like pretend they were never there to begin with, because cutting darlings is the hardest for sure. Yeah, no, 3-hour stream is normal. I think I just thought it was an extra long stream. And like, I was like, how am I spending this long adding cards to a deck? But it was actually because I started like an hour late pretty much. So it makes sense. I'm glad you could hop in after work too. I'm glad you could hop in. And yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday with some more dispatch. We're gonna maybe finish dispatch. Maybe I'll start. Would anyone be upset if I started dispatch early on Wednesday? And I would still stream till 8. Oh wait, Wednesday is Lorwyn Eclipsed early. Eclipsed. Did I just fucking say Eclipsed? I don't know. Wednesday is Lorwyn Eclipsed early access. Actually, fuck. I want to play dispatch. I really want to play dispatch. But it's Lorwyn Eclipsed early access, so actually we'll be streaming Lorwyn Eclipsed early access. So there's that. I was having too much fun and I was too addicted to this goblin deck, honestly, to even like I felt propelled. I felt incredibly propelled to finish adding cards to this deck. I was like, I need to get through this list. It has to happen. And honestly, I still might even add more cards at another time if I fully look through the Lorwyn list. So we'll see how that goes. But anywho, this is gonna be like the long. I wanted to turn this video into a YouTube video, like building a Lorwyn Eclipsed Goblin deck. But I'm like, and I was gonna cut it down, but I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so fucking long because I'm just adding 1,000,000 cards and then cutting a ton. Play this deck on early access. I wish. Whew, yeah, maybe a bonus stream week. Maybe, yeah. I mean, depends on my schedule. I could. I mean, Tuesday during the day tomorrow, I could probably stream. Because I don't, but I also want to get the play booster video up. Rah. I don't know. I think I can't commit to an extra stream. Maybe I'll just stream a lot on Wednesday and I'll stream Magic and Dispatch. We'll see. We shall see. Early's good. Okay. Yeah, and early, I would mean like if I wanted to finish Dispatch, I was thinking like 4-3 p.m. PT instead of the usual 5. The Mind Goblin, yeah, that would be a good shirt. That would be. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just because like I know Dispatch is a very story-based game, so I didn't want like, to miss it since I said Wednesday is my non-Magic day. But I'll also be uploading the VOD, to my VODs channel, which is this. I added a command for it. Let's fucking go. I have commands. I'm a real streamer now. Woo. But yeah, okay. 4 is better. 4 PT. Okay. Cool. But I honestly, I'll still be streaming through 8. I might just be playing a lot of Lorwyn Eclipsed early access Wednesday. So, anywho, I've been yapping for too long. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna think, and I'm gonna not think about the 76 cards plus that I have to cut from this deck. Professional streamer era. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you Wednesday, but if not Friday, but if not Monday, but if never, that's okay. That's fine. See ya. Good night. Very excited for more Lorwyn Eclipsed. The OBS Tina-ception right now. Woo. Okay. Bye.